Be honest, when you think of Italy, don't you just think about pizza and pasta? That's me as well, I'll be real. But now my focus has shifted to the Serie A. AS Roma, one of the greats in Italian football, are currently stuck in the 12th position with 13 points, asking for help. And that is why I am employing you as my assistant coach right now. And before we even go into the team management and check out our team at AS Roma, what are my goals over here? I want to go ahead and win the Serie A title. I want to win the Italian Cup and ultimately the Champions League trophy for AS Roma, who I believe have never won it. So now let's go in there together and find out what is going on. Dovbik, 84 rated, the man who at Girona was the top scorer in La Liga last season, came out of nowhere and everyone started talking about him. And now he's the striker for AS Roma. How many goals does he have so far? 15 games, 6 goals. That's actually not too shabby. I find that to be quite decent, but it's clear what the issue is at this team right now. You can see it right there. El Shaarawy, 2 goals. Paulo Dybala, 2 goals. And then the rest of the team is just sharing a bunch of goals in between each other. But clearly, Roma is lacking a bunch of goals in the attack. And I can tell you another thing. AS Roma actually already played their 13th game. And I can tell you, they are not in a good position because they are now 13 games in, where it says 12 there. They have scored 14 goals, but they have conceded 18 now. So it looks like they lost against Napoli 1-0, which is actually our next game. So we'll see if I can turn things around instantly. Oh, and by the way, if you guys are new around here, we are about 99,500 subscribers in at the moment. So just 500 more to reach the 100K mark. That would be very much appreciated. Subscribe now. But let's get back to the team. So Dovbik is doing well, but Paulo Dybala, 87 rated. Incredible moments in the Serie A, mostly for Juve, but now for AS Roma as well. I still remember to this day how the AS Roma fans welcomed him. There were thousands in front of him while he was sat there watching on them celebrating his signature for the club. That was just something special. El Shaarawy, one that we all remember, and I cannot believe that they have only given him 4-star skills. This man was the epitome of 5-star skilling in this game at one point. But luckily, we also have an incredible talent in Soulé down that right-hand side now. This guy could be a very special one for me, alongside another youngster in Kone. I love that one. Kone is quality and now finally has moved away from Gladbach to AS Roma. Then, of course, we have to speak about the captain, because when we talk about captain at AS Roma, right now it's Pellegrini, but as we all know, it used to be Francesco Totti. So it's not an easy job for Pellegrini to be the one, the successor to someone like Totti and also De Rossi. So, buddy, good luck with that, but he is a very good player. Angelino on the left-hand side is solid, but I saw him play in Turkey as well, and obviously in the Bundesliga, and I gotta say, I'm not impressed. He is very up and down in his performances. Then we have Cristante, who seemingly has moved into the centre-back position, but obviously could be playing in that centre midfield as well. But for me, Kone is more important. Ndika is a former Eintracht Frankfurt talent who moved over to AS Roma and now is probably one of their better defenders, I would assume, alongside Mancini right here, who's 28 years old, a true leader at the back, someone that can be a bit hot-headed at some points though. And in goal, we have Svilar, but that's not all. The bench is actually quality too. Enzo Lefe, one of my favorite rising talents over the past few years. I am still hoping to see him do better in the future. Zalewski, a great Polish talent. We have Paredes, who has been knocked over by Van Dijk. I still remember that to this day as well. What a moment that was. And they also brought in Mats Hummels, the man who did so well for Dortmund last season, basically carrying them into the Champions League final. He is now part of the AS Roma setup. So for me, it's obviously clear that's how I would line up right now. And let's not forget, we also have a very good talent in Baldanzi here, 21 years old. And we have a great signing in Hermoso, who was let go by Atletico Madrid. I believe his contract wasn't extended. He is also part of this setup. So on paper, AS Roma looks very good. I don't know why they're struggling this much, but I will definitely go in there and make some changes. But first, we have to get to know this team. And by the way, we will be playing through half a season in every single episode. So today's episode will go until January, which means when we go into the next epi, we will start off within the transfer window. So if you guys have suggestions for transfers, now is the time to leave them in the comments down below. Or you can wait a little bit and then leave them in the comments down below after realizing that we have 28 million and after seeing a couple of the matches that we're playing to realize who's good and who isn't. So let's start our journey with AS Roma as we face the league leaders Napoli. This is a true test, which they lost 1-0 in real life. Off we go in the Serie A. I love Serie A career modes, and I really hope you guys are as excited as I am because you will play a massive role in this career mode as well as my assistant coaches. Tactical decisions, transfers, all of it. You will be taking part in that decision making. Now, as you guys do know, or might not know actually, I struggle a ton with a 3 at the back formation. So I'm desperately hoping that defensively, I'm not going to be falling apart all the freaking time. And whoa. Okay, Serie A is playing rough. Down the right. What the hell kind of pass is that, Dovbik? Oh, El Shaarawy. Go on, son. Yes, El Shaarawy, the 5-star skilling beast. Can he get me my first goal? Of course he can't. He hits the crossbar for us. That is our number 18. Dovbik was making a run. Dybala onto his left foot. And there goes the... Are you kidding me? What is this start? 2 times off the woodwork. Napoli, dangerous. Lukaku, Maradona. And now we have the same result as they had in real life. Kvaratskhelia scores. And by the way, Lukaku is doing incredible at Napoli. Dybala, good pass. Pellegrini has a good long shot on him. Are you kidding me? We're starting off our AS Roma career with a ridiculous goal by the captain. Pellegrini, top left corner. Already better than the real life results. Dybala gets the assist on this one. Look at it from every single angle possible. Pellegrini, you are my hero. Starting off with that. This is perfect. Oh, Maradona. Oh my God. Bro. That guy just sent me to the shops 3-4 times. I don't even know what happened. We are losing again. Oh, bro, I cannot stop him. 92nd minute. It's done. Napoli are at the top of the league for a reason, and that reason's name is Kvaratskhelia. We have just lost this battle against Napoli. We have to give up at this point. Kvaratskhelia, I'll be coming for you again. 3 goals against me. That was painful to experience, but one match coming up in the future, I will beat you. Okay, so what can I tell you about the team after my first game? First of all, Sule and Angelino are pushing into the midfield too much, leaving us completely open. So I want both of these guys to stay wide. When it comes to the attackers, Dovbik drops too deep as well. So the midfield is just completely congested with everyone pushing into the center. And El Shaarawy sometimes is hanging out on the right wing, but it's not enough. Actually, you know what? 3-4-1-2 might be a better formation. I would like to have a little bit of an interplay between 2 strikers. Dovbik and Dybala next to each other could be class, or someone else. I'm going to be running the 3-4-1-2 at first. See if that works out for me. For player roles, Sule is going to be a winger with focus on attack, whilst we obviously will have Angelino defending a little bit more, but you cannot focus on defense, so we're going to keep it on balanced. And El Shaarawy, you're not going to be a half winger. You'll have to be a playmaker. And then going into the starting 11, we obviously have to make changes as well. Dybala at cam is much better. El Shaarawy at striker, I don't know how I feel about it. So for me, Shomurodov is an option right now, but clearly we will need a second striker for this team if we want to play this formation. So let me know in the comments down below who could be that second striker to play alongside Dovbik. Ideally, someone who is a bit shorter, a bit more agile, able to get past people with good dribblings. And Hermoso is back from his injury. Technically speaking, he's much higher rated than Ndicka, but I would like to have a left-footed centre-back in there. Oh, Hermoso is left-footed too. Ooh, Ndicka, do I drop you? I guess I do. Hermoso, might be more important. We will have a full centre-back pairing here of 3 players who have a lot of experience. After that Napoli game, it is time for us to step into the Europa League. We're up against Tottenham, and I actually should be checking out where Roma is situated in the Europa League table. And we also put Zalewski onto the left-hand side now instead of Angelino. I feel like that could be a player that fits my style a bit more. And obviously we have made another change in midfield. Enzo Lefe is playing instead of Kone, so just I can get a feeling of who I like better. I think Kone is more my type of player, but we'll see. Vamos. No pace. No pace at all. That definitely will be an... Oh my, bro, what is happening? I am making saves and I am clearing it. That was intense. Vamos, Vamos, come on. Oh, mate, I'm falling apart in front of you. Shomurodov. Go on, son. Hit it. Oh, wow. He's terrible. Oh, no. They just about messed it up. 82 minutes in. Spurs should have won this game, but I gotta say, I like this formation more, even though I haven't really created any chances so far. Well, that was fun. I guess Spurs had fun at the shooting range, but they were not able to score, so I guess defensively at least we did better. What did I learn from that game? It's the fact that Shomurodov is awful. I'm sorry, but he is well and truly trash. I can't believe he has the rapid playstyle. He doesn't feel like it at all, but he's definitely not my type of striker. And looking in here, I mean, we have Salamakers returning from his injury as well. So slowly but steadily, all the injured players are coming back. And I assume Salamakers, who isn't necessarily a player I like, I'll be completely honest, but he can be a very good backup too. But that doesn't solve our striking issue. I might even just play El Shaarawy up top, but he gets a -4 in that position. So Dybala in there? Nah, it all just doesn't make sense. We have to sign a striker in January. I might have just found the solution. Leo Ferretti, 65 rated striker, 75 to 94 potential, just chilling in the youth academy. That's it. That's exactly what I need. 88 pace. Yes, come on then, Ferretti. Promoted into the senior side. How tall is he? Let me just check here. So, Shomurodov, get the hell out of here. I'm such a lucky man. Here he comes. Ferretti, 16 years old. 5'6". So I was looking for a smaller player than obviously Dovbik, but this much difference I didn't expect. Dovbik 6'2", Ferretti 5'6". Well, he's Italian as well. Do we play this guy? Do we not sign anyone? What is going on? Let's test him. And by the way, if you did see, we have a couple of very, very good talents here. Lopez, Pardo, all these guys. I'm just going to train them for now because I don't need left back and right back. Dovbik getting prepared, and there he is. Number 9, Leo Ferretti. Buddy, are you going to be that guy? I'm actually mad excited now. A 65 rated youth academy player with a bunch of pace. There he was on the ball. Number 9 on his back. Is that AS Roma's next big talent? Dovbik. Ferretti. There he is. Run. Oh, he's getting past one. Ferretti. 1-on-1. And he can't score. Obviously, he does have pace, but he doesn't have the finishing ability and no composure. Lads, get into... Whoa. What the... Atalanta just scored a ridiculous goal with the Ketelar, I believe. No, it's Pasalic. I can't believe he got past me that easily. Nice one, Dybala. Dybala in position. They're giving him way too much space, and I'm going to take a shot if I can. Ferretti. Dovbik. Can he get his first assist? Dovbik, you got to score. And he should have gotten the ball there. Ooh, nice steal by Zalewski. Ferretti is open. He takes it onto his right. He doesn't know what to do here, though. Going for Dybala. Dybala! Get me a goal. Nice one, Dybala. Go on, Ferretti. Through on goal. He can't. He just can't score. Wait. No way. There's no way. Oh, no. As much as I enjoyed playing with Ferretti, we are a shambles right now, and we need to score more goals. We need to get better. Another loss against Atalanta right here. We are failing against all the big teams. And the young man comes in straight away saying, I've been dreaming about this happening. Thanks for giving me a chance in the senior squad. Boss, I'm desperate to show everybody what I can bring to the team. And I know there's more to come from you, pal. I really do. Against Lecce, AS Roma comes up with a 2-1 victory. In the Europa League against Braga, we are managing to win 1-0. And back in the league against Como, it is another 2-1 victory for us. So it seems like the team is capable of winning games without me. And obviously, Ferretti didn't play in the simulations. It was Shomurodov, as we saw. But I'm happy to see that the team is capable of winning. And I haven't been able to bring it out of them yet, but the formation seems to be working. In the Serie A, we are currently in the 11th position with 9 points. Still a negative goal difference, though. And in Europa League football, we are 13th with 9 points, chasing down the qualification into the next round. Now, before we go into the next game, I just wanted to see the values of the players within our starting 11. I gotta say, Cristante is someone that I definitely am open to sell. 25 million would basically nearly double our transfer budget. So I'm very much open to letting him go. And I'm just now realizing that we have loaned out Tammy Abraham over to AC Milan. That would be amazing to just recall him. But then again, in real life, he is playing there and it doesn't make sense. Tammy, you can stay away from the club for now. Salamakers, I'm not really interested in anyways in terms of like signing permanently. A right back I don't need. I'm playing a formation with no right back, no left back. So Abdulhamid can definitely leave the team. And we also have the incredibly talented Bove out on loan at Fiorentina. He can return next season and become a major player for us and challenge the likes of Kone. Actually, Kone is only loaned in, but he can definitely challenge for a spot in the team, which I'm excited about. But for me, Leandro Paredes is another one that I will be putting onto the transfer list as we are fast approaching the upcoming transfer window. I think these are very important decisions for us to make. Celik is also going onto the transfer list just because of his position simply. So looking at that, okay, we are ready to sell players. Now, though, it's time to step into cup football. Every game is a finale from this point on. We're up against Sampdoria. Going up against Sampdoria here in the cup, and generally, the cup is such an important thing to me because I know we are far, far away from the top 4 right now. And if I want to get European football, I need to go ahead and win right here, right now, and keep on winning in the cup competition. So we're going to put a lot of emphasis on it. Ferretti into Dovbyk, and he scores! Dovbyk finally steps up for me, but most importantly, Ferretti gets his first assist if I'm not mistaken. That's a huge moment for the new striker partnership of AS Roma. Look at that once more. Zalewski with the pass, Ferretti across to Dovbyk, and a great first time shot. I gotta give it to him. Nice one, Dybala. Ferretti making a run. Dovbyk unable. Dovbyk, try again. Try again. Ferretti. Yes! There he is. The new number 9 of AS Roma. The youngster from the Youth Academy has just scored. Unbelievable moment for this team as a whole. There is hope for this squad. Pellegrini, Dybala. Pellegrini. Pellegrini, El Capitan, needs to score the third. But luckily, the game ends 2-1 for AS Roma. Along with us, it's Juventus, it's Cesena, and also the likes of Bologna, Sassuolo beat Milan, Fiorentina going through, and Lazio beat Napoli. Good stuff. Straight after that, it's a matchup against Parma, and it is a 3-0 victory with Dybala being the man of the match. Look, those are some massive wins for our club, and now 17 games in, we are in the 9th position with 22 points as we speak. So, yes, we want to make it into like the top 6 if we can, but it's a long road ahead and I need to keep winning. And just a few days before the January transfer window opens, where you assistant coaches will have to let me know which players to sign, we are up against AC Milan, a huge game in Italy. And look, I gotta say, I'm already enjoying this to the maximum level, this AS Roma career mode, and I want to keep it going. This formation and the starting 11 that we have now with Hermoso and Kone back in, this is working for me. So let's see if it does work against an AC Milan team who obviously have very, very dangerous players, especially down that left-hand side with Rafa Leao and now Joselu. part of their squad too. Kone, Ferretti down the left to Zalewski. I need a run. And I'm getting that from Ferretti again. This young Italian kid is on fire as we speak. And the only thing he's lacking is shooting, passing, dribbling. The only thing he has is speed. Oh, Zalewski, I love that. Good pass on top of it. Dovbyk, great first touch. Ferretti is through. What the hell is that pass, Dovbyk? Ferretti, can he shoot with his left? No, he goes with his right and he bottles it. Typical for our youngster. I do not like this. I do not like this at all. They are through. Alvaro Morata, AC Milan, 1-0. Way too open down the center. Someone needs to be there. No, I'm missing tackles left, right, and center. Look at that, bro. I'm getting torn apart right now. Yes, Zalewski. Huge. Nice pressure from the team. Into the center towards Dovbyk. He can't win any headers for me. It's ridiculous. Dovbyk. Onto his left, though, and it's enough. It looked like it was all over, but it wasn't until he says so. Down the right. Ferretti. Cut in. Keep fighting for it. Yes, lad. Yes. No. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Mate, come on. Step up. Step up. Lads. Someone get in between. Instead of winning, we are losing now. I cannot believe no one was able to clear that ball as Svilar was trying his hardest, but we let him down. Nice one, Soler. Send Ferretti. Go on. Lob the keeper. He cannot do it. We tried and we tried, but the gap to the top teams in the league is still too wide, and this upcoming transfer window has to do something about it. The transfer offers are coming in right now. Celik for 8.2 million. That's a very kind offer, which I will accept straight away. Then we have Paredes, 14 million for him. All right, I'll take that as well. But this one, I will actually negotiate. Brian Cristante, 28 million from Arsenal. I'd rather sell him to a team outside of this area. He's worth 25. I want 30. Can we make that happen, Arteta? Yes, we can. With these sales, we're actually definitely doubling up our transfer budget, which right now is actually at 24 million because I have renewed contracts for a couple of players. So what would I say after these couple of games that we have played and getting to know this team? For me, there are clear issues within this team. First of all, in defense, we're not necessarily doing well enough, and Hummels has already started going down. He's down to an 84 rating. Svilar, actually, surprisingly decent, made some quality saves. I was thinking about bringing a new goalkeeper, but maybe I should give him a chance in this team. Let me know in the comments. Now, the main thing was we wanted a new striker to play alongside Dovbyk. So Ferretti, now from the Youth Academy, has already shown his quality, but I'm wondering, with his pace, he is obviously great, but his ability in front of goal is still shocking. So maybe Ferretti should be an insane super sub to have to come on with that 88 pace when our opponents are tired. I'm thinking a striker to lead the line alongside Dovbyk still makes a lot of sense, and Ferretti can be a hero whenever he comes on as a substitute. He probably will play every game still. First of all, I'm thinking Endrick, and no, I'm not thinking of a permanent transfer. I'm trying to be somewhat realistic here, so maybe we can go in for Endrick on a loan deal. I think that would be quite interesting. He would get starting 11 playtime at AS Roma, a team that would be much better for his ability than it is at Real Madrid competing against Mbappe. So Endrick is an option. I will give you a couple here so that you can make an educated decision. As the next one, I was thinking of Jorbe Vertessen, 23 years old, 5'9" tall. I saw this guy at PSV Eindhoven. He moved over to Union Berlin. And why do I want him in this team? Because first of all, he's 5'9", so he's not the tallest. He would be the smaller player within the starting 11 next to Dovbyk. And on top of it, he has insane pace. Like, I'm talking 90 plus. He is definitely someone that could change things in that starting 11. Just like Ferretti, but with better finishing. This next one has been dominating the MLS for fun. He also has a much higher rating as well than someone like Vertessen. It is Cucho Hernandez, I believe that is his name. 4-star, 5'9" tall. That guy could make an instant impact in this team. Yes, I know he doesn't have the biggest of names, same as Vertessen, but Cucho truly could finally make that move away from the MLS into European football at the age of 25. This could be the perfect move for us because he is capable of scoring goals for fun, setting up his teammates, has that pace as well. And yeah, I'm thinking he does make a lot of sense. If we do want to go for a bigger name though, this could be it. Amin Adli. I just saw though he's injured for 4 weeks, so let's keep that in mind. Amin Adli has pace, he has skills, he has a very good body type in the game as well, which makes it so much fun to go past people with him. 5'9" tall, again, not the tallest of players, and could genuinely be a great player next to Dovbyk because he has proven it in the Bayer Leverkusen setup next to Boniface. He can be that man right behind him or right beside him. So I'm thinking Adli could be a very good option too. As the final option, I'm thinking Bryan Mbeumo. Why? Because he played so well next to someone like Ivan Toney. I'm thinking he can be that guy. But if we do turn him into a striker, he goes from an 80 rating to a 78. So let's keep that in mind. Mbeumo, though, has incredible qualities that could be so useful for AS Roma right now. Not on the right wing, but as a striker. And he would have the same rating as Adli, for example, who I believe has a 78. So, guys, these are my options right now. You will get to decide on a poll, and I am excited to see who is going to be joining AS Roma. Is it Endrick, Vertessen, Cucho, Adli, or Mbeumo? Those are the options. Let's see who joins us next time. Our journey with AS Roma has begun. 12 games into the season with 13 points, and we got to know our team. And this team started off with a banger from our captain, but Maradona had different plans. We got ruined. A hat-trick against us. He was the man of the match, but luckily, we have found someone incredible, Leo Ferretti from the Youth Academy, who could be leading AS Roma to new title hopes. And instantly, he had his chances. He missed a couple. It wasn't the greatest start, but our young boy never gave up and scored his debut goal for AS Roma with the number 9 on his back. But the question is it too early for Ferretti? Do we need a proper striker? Well, as comments like these have been suggesting, yes, we are definitely in need of a new striker here at AS Roma. And to make that happen, we have let go of Shomurudov, Angelino, Zeki Celik, Leandro Paredes, and also Kristant. So, as you guys can tell, loads of moves have now happened for AS Roma, taking our budget above 80 million. But I do have something to confess. We are already past the month of January. Yes, last time when you saw me, we were on the 1st of January. And sadly, my PC crashed during my last recording. But here we go. Lazio was a 1-0 victory. Mad happy about it. Ferretti scored in that one. Yes, he did. He won us the derby. We then played against Bologna when they were 7th and we were in the 9th position. And we beat them 2-0. Then it was Genoa with a 1-1 draw against them, which was simulated. Same as AZ Alkmaar, a 2-0 victory. After that, Udinese, where we won 1-0. And then against Eintracht Frankfurt in the Europa League, we have picked up a victory 2-1. So loads of great games. But which players did I sign? Well, I opted in for Amin Adli because for me, he is the perfect striker to play alongside Dovbyk. He is fast, he's agile, he has amazing dribbling, and he is one of those players that when you use them in game, you just feel confident because you know when you move the stick to the left, he will react quickly. That type of stuff you don't have with every single player, sadly, and Adli is perfect and he signs for AS Roma now. On top of it, Matthias Soulé is obviously a great talent, an exciting prospect, but I thought to myself, we need someone in that right midfield position that can be a bit more physical because Soulé is playing in a 3 at the back formation as a right midfielder where he has to do a lot of defensive work, but he just bounces off people and we don't have a backup for him either. So I thought, who can I bring in to really strengthen this squad whilst also keeping Soulé as a very good option for the starting 11 and he can compete for it in the end? And I opted in for Barış Alper Yılmaz, the right midfielder from Galatasaray, who also played as a right winger or even striker for the Turkish national team. The guy who never gave up, chased down every single ball, is now becoming an AS Roma player, and I think it's a perfect decision. I had spent all my budget, but there he is. He is 24 years old, 6'1" tall, and the playstyles: bruiser, rapid, quick step, relentless. When I'm talking about a right midfielder that can do offense, I want rapid and quick step. When I want someone that can do defense as well, I want bruiser and relentless. I mean, Barış is perfect for this team. I am so excited that we have signed him. And of course, Adli, technical and flair. And of course, 24 years old, 5'9", 4-star skill moves, and just generally one of those players that in-game feels incredible. Now that you've seen who has signed with AS Roma, let me know in the comments down below what you would rate these signings out of 10. In the league now, AS Roma is in a 9th position with 33 points, but it's nothing to be proud of yet. We want to push into, ideally, the top 5. If that is possible, qualifying for Europa League football would be great. But then again, we do have European League football for ourselves as well, and we came through. Yes, let me show you. In the Europa League, in the league section, we finished 8th, which means we get direct promotion into the next round, and we are avoiding these playoffs right here, which could be tough when you face a very, very good opponent. So for us, getting that 8th position is huge. And because the top 4 is so far away, I'm thinking if we can win the Europa League, we can qualify for Champions League football. So I'm really liking our chances here, because in the league, I'm not liking our chances at all. Now, luckily, we're playing against a bunch of teams that aren't good enough. Against Venezia, it's a 2-1 victory. Parma comes up next. I respect this team, but it's a 2-0 win. Dove big player of the match. And Monza should not stand a chance. It's 1-0. With those results, we move up into the 8th position. Great success, but let's see how far we are off. 42 points on us. Bergamo, Atalanta, 6 points ahead of us in that 6th position for qualifying for Conference League football. We are 8 points behind Fiorentina, who qualify for Champions League football. Can we do this? Oh, and by the way, there was a very interesting comment about Ferretti. You guys were suggesting to use him, right here in this comment, down the wings. And I'm thinking, yes, that could be an option, because he does get a +4 in that position. He goes up to a 69 rating. But I'll be honest with you, no matter which player I have in the right midfield or left midfield position, these guys don't have a huge impact on the results for us. Yes, they do great, don't get me wrong, but Ferretti is just such a clutch player. And in the games that you guys sadly missed, he was huge, scoring a bunch of goals. Like, let me go into the squad up and show you how many goals Ferretti has so far. Where is he? He has 3 goals, 1 assist, and every single time he scored for me. I mean, right here, obviously, it doesn't consider the games I played before when the footage was broken. Really sorry about that, but he did have more goals than that. Ferretti is pure quality. He's a beast, and off the bench, he has a huge impact. Talking about huge impact, Lautaro Martinez and Inter are now going to be facing us in the Italian Cup. And this is the first time you guys get to see Adli and Yilmaz playing for us. Adli has been given the number 10 and Yilmaz has the number 8, just so you guys are aware. And can I start off straight away with an incredible moment from Adli? He fights for it. He goes through. Oh my, what a tackle. But hey, you can see how good he could be. Zalewski, what am I doing here? I can't believe it. That was brain dead. I am so sorry for that. It saddens me to say this, but we are going to be losing this game. In the Coppa d'Italia, it seems like we are just not on the level of an Inter. We were not on the level of a Napoli. This AS Roma team is still a project, and we are not done yet, and it's okay. The players might be sad now, but trust me, we will get better with your help. Whilst you cannot win every game, you can make sure that you have the best coaches in there. And right now, I'm bringing in one more. Attack, 13 out of 12. Midfield, 12 out of 23. Defense, 16 out of 19. And the goalkeeper is filled out completely because Svilar is a low-rated goalkeeper and I need him to grow as fast as possible. Luckily, though, in the league, our opponents are not the best yet. Como, 1-0 victory. In the Europa League, we have been matched up against Ferencváros. Okay, then. Besiktas against United. Okay, who else do we have in here? Porto is still part of it. Athletic Bilbao is in there. Spurs. I would assume Spurs is the strongest team. Hopefully, we can avoid playing them. Let's see how good this team from Hungary is. We're stepping into it. Adli, I love that. He cuts in. Onto his left. Near post. This is why I signed Adli. He is now showcasing his skills to you. Adli and Yilmaz, 2 new signings for AS Roma. The number 10 on his back is very fitting after seeing all these skill moves. Or should I say the fake shots and everything. This is why I love this player in FC25. And I really liked him in FC24 as well. His movement is just class. Dybala back into Adli for the second. And with that, we're sending Ferencváros back home, even though we're actually playing at their home ground. The game ends 3-0. Mats Hummels scores, but Adli picks up a red card. In terms of bench players right now, which ones, apart from obviously Ferretti, are the ones that you guys want to see play the most? Baldanzi, for example, is a very good player that a lot of you guys in your career modes are apparently using, and a lot of you have said that you love him in that cam position. El Sharawi is obviously fun to use, Soulé is as well. Enzo Lefe, even though I personally think he's amazing, even though he has all these playstyles, he is not even close to how good Kone is, which is mental. Kone, his physical presence in that midfield is irreplaceable. And Ndika could obviously have a position in here too. Hummels, even though he does have some great tackles and interceptions, does feel slow, I have to admit. Empoli up next in the league. It is an easy 1-0 win with Dybala player of the match. Ferencváros second leg for AS Roma, 5-0. Cagliari at home, well, that one turns out to be a draw. And Lecce after that, we needed 3 points. We got 3 points. So going into the game against Juventus right now, how is our situation in the league? We picked up a couple of victories and a draw. And right now, we are 4 points behind Juventus, who are in that 5th position. AS Roma keeps building up really nicely here. We started off in 12th, as you guys might remember, so I'm very happy with our performances so far. I have just discovered a fireable offense. Yes, me as a coach, I should be fired. You assistant coaches should have told me. No one is on a training plan yet. Let's fix that. Against Juventus, I want to try something new. Dovbyk, I really like you, but I'm going to give a shot to Ferretti. Ferretti Adli. Could that work? Juventus obviously have an amazing lineup for themselves. Lots of young, talented players. And they added in players like Douglas Luiz to strengthen their midfield. Definitely looking much better. But let's see. Maybe we can surprise them here with Ferretti. And he gets taken out. 5 minutes in. Danilo. Penalty given away. I was thinking about taking it with Ferretti, but no thanks. Dybala, I need guaranteed success. And we are getting that. Dybala scores 5 minutes in. Let's go, buddy. We're celebrating early on. This could get us closer to that 5th spot. Good steal. Yilmaz on the counter. He's surrounded by too many. Goes for Adli. Adli into Ferretti. Ferretti into Dybala. Dybala. No, that's Pellegrini. Pellegrini finding Adli again. Ferretti onto his left foot. He strikes it. And he scores. Yes, buddy. It was the right decision to play this young man. I felt it. I knew there was a reason to drop Dovbyk for 1 game. Give him a bit of rest and play this young legend. The ref blows the whistle. A huge victory for AS Roma. This gives us hope for the top 5. And it was so important to win it, considering that we lost against Inter. We couldn't beat Napoli. Any big team out of the top 4 we struggling against. So this win means a ton. And Ferretti, buddy, you are special. That victory now pushed us up into the 6th position. We are qualifying for European football. I love it. Juventus on 56, just 1 point ahead of us. And you know what? Even the top 4 is possible. It's 3 points to Atalanta. And at the top, it's AC Milan. And so far, our top scorer is clearly Dovbyk. 40 games, 20 goals. Dybala, 20 goal contributions. And Ferretti, 6 goal contributions and 15. Adli, 7 in 11. Impressive. After beating Juventus, I was confident going into the game against Galatasaray, but we lose 2-1. And in the Roma derby, well, both sides only take 1 point. In these quarterfinals now, I have to step in. Roma against Galatasaray, and I only now realized that Osimhen is a player of Galatasaray, so he probably will have scored against us, and that means we need to step our game up. So let me dive into this matchup and bring us back, make that comeback happen, get into the next round. And to do so, a 66 rated Ferretti will start. You might be wondering, why am I playing Ferretti? Well, I just feel very, very confident when he's on the pitch, and I just don't know what it is. I think we're gonna make that comeback happen, but we can definitely make it happen with him in there. Yes, good header. Wow, impressive actually. Dybala, quality pass. Ferretti, come back! This is why he's playing. I love this kid, man. Get in there. Chasing him. Chasing him. Win that El Sharawi. Yes. Well done, Z. I should have passed it. I didn't. I just didn't. There goes Kone. There's Dovbyk. 119th minute. AS Roma finally scored a second to make it through into the next round. Mate, what a game. The ref finally blows the whistle. We do make that comeback happen, and we're through into the semi-finals. Now it's time to get past Hellas Verona, and so we do. 2-1. A moment of truth is here now. AS Roma, 7th with 59 points. And guess what? We're up against Lombardia FC, which is obviously Inter. If we can go ahead and win this game, there's a slight chance that we could jump a few positions, and that excites me. As we go into this game, Zalewski has gone up in his rating. Hermoso has done so. I think Mancini too. Yilmaz up to an 81. Adli up to an 80. Very exciting times. This is a must-win game. They kicked us out of the cup. Down. Nice. I don't know how the hell that worked out. Yes! Yes! Get in there! Adli scores 76 minutes in. He was the right transfer to make. I'm sorry, lads, if you wanted somebody else, but Adli is perfect for this team. Even Ferretti is celebrating him. Ref, blow the whistle. Thank you so much. Lazio. Oh, Lazio? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. AS Roma. AS Roma has just beaten Inter. I think I wanted to say Lombardia, but then I thought, no, let's say AS Roma. And for some reason, Lazio came out. Anyways, Amin Adli, man of the match. And look at that. Our next opponent in the Europa League turns out to be Manchester United. Who else is in the semi-finals? It's Hoffenheim against Spurs. Okay. AS Roma make it into the final and play against Spurs. In the league, we are in the 7th position, but 1 point to Juventus and Fiorentina and 2 points to Atalanta. Lads, can we make top 4? To be honest though, whether we go ahead and win the Europa League or we make top 4 in the Serie A, it doesn't make a difference. Both qualify us for Champions League football, whilst obviously the Europa League title would be a huge one to win too. And depending on that, I might actually run the reserves or something against the Serie A teams. If I'm doing well in Europa League football, I want to focus on it and win that trophy, qualify for Champions League football, get the big money, and obviously let the players on the transfer market know, hey, AS Roma could be a really good option for you. Yilmaz, huge amounts of pressure. Dybala, Adli, and there is Dovbyk. I don't know why I'm passing it like that, but we are now 1-0 up in the semi-final of Europa League football. These boys have become a true unit and an amazing duo. And Dovbyk, I've been loving your attack, Ferretti. What a pass. Yes. It's 2-0. And with that, we have put ourselves in a much better position going to Old Trafford. And who gets the assist? Ferretti. And there it is, a 2-0 victory thanks to Dovbyk. His performance was massive. Now, my friends, back in the Serie A, a 2-2 draw against Fiorentina. Manchester United, you had your chance. 4-1 on aggregate for us. And Atalanta Bergamo, it will be a 1-1 draw. That leaves us in the 7th position, but still within a 3-point range of Conference League football, Europa League football, or even Champions League football. But let me tell you, I am mostly excited about that Europa League title right now. It makes all the difference, and we are playing Spurs. Lads, Spurs has won 2-1 in the last game in the second leg, 4-3 on aggregate against Hoffenheim. They struggled there. Spurs definitely a strong team, one team to respect and be worried about when it comes to their attack, but I have confidence in my squad. I gotta say, I'm really loving how this team is playing right now. And I really hope you guys like the pacing of these career mode videos right now. I want to do half a season an episode. It's a ton of fun for me to record. Yes, it's a lot more work, but hopefully it's a lot more fun for you to watch. Guess what, though? It's AS Roma against the first place team, AC Milan right now. I wanted to step into this game, even though I'm fully focused on the Europa League now for that Champions League qualification. I do want to try and beat the best team in the league, or at least see how we compare against them. Milan coming through here. Oh, Hummels. Hummels, no. I can't believe it. Okay. I gotta say, I am open to changing our defense next season. I feel like it's the weakest part in our team right now, specifically Hummels. He has lost a step, and it might have cost us. What a pass. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This is the reason why AC Milan is in that first place. We have been torn apart by a great pass from Chukwueze. In the middle, there's no one, and the finish is quality. That now leaves us in the 7th position, and it looks impossible. It is impossible. One game to go. Juventus on 70 points. No Champions League qualification is left for us. And now we have to win the Europa League title in order to qualify for Champions League football next season. I hope we can pull this off. And you know what? I'm doing it. Hummels, I'm going to drop you. I'm sorry. I think you were great, but it's time. Ndika takes over now as a left-sided centre-back. And you know what? For me, this game will be started by Ferretti. I am doing it. Come on now, Ferretti. Be the hero. Become a legend. I'm playing you because Totti only played for this club for all his life. You're going to be the same guy, Ferretti. And for that reason, I am giving you the chance over Dovbyk for 60 minutes, okay? If you get it done within 60 minutes, then great. If you don't, well, Dovbyk time. Straight into the counter-attack we go. Dybala sits one down. Plays the pass around the defender. It's Romero. Ferretti cuts in again. Over to Adli. The heel-to-heel. The finish. Adli scores. 24 minutes in. Yacine Adli, you were definitely the right man to pick up for AS Roma. Totti is in the stands and he's proud right now. Spurs dangerously coming through, but then Ndika, did you see that tackle? That was impressive. I need another impressive tackle, please. And I'm getting one. Defensively, we are doing well. And yes, Ferretti, you're coming off, buddy. I'm sorry, but we have to make these changes. Actually, no. Dybala is going to stay on. His passing is enough. El Shaarawy comes on down the left. Only 4 more minutes to go. Can we hold on to this? Adli into Dovbyk. Referee will blow the whistle soon enough. Dovbyk on his strong left foot. Hits the post. I cannot believe it. But luckily, it should be done anytime soon. This will end our season with a massive trophy. Yes, we didn't win the Serie A. We didn't win the Cup. But we might just win the Europa League title. And we have done exactly that. Pellegrini, my captain, I am sorry. EA still hasn't fixed it. But you get to lift a trophy after all. AS Roma is successful again. Now, as we go through the last game of the season, I just want to say this is a ton of fun. Man, 2-0 loss against Torino. I don't care. I qualified for Champions League football. And next season, we have to be stronger. Much stronger in the Serie A. We are finishing in 7th after 38 games with 64 points. 49 goals scored, 40 conceded. We need a lot more goals. A ton more goals to make it into that top 4. Clearly, it is not good enough what we're doing right now. But Napoli has won the league title. And we might have ruined it for AC Milan because they had 83 points, same points as Napoli. And if they did better against us, they could have won that trophy. Actually, wait, what am I even saying? Hold on a second. Didn't AC Milan destroy me? Yes, they did. Johnny, what are you talking about? Anyways, let's see the final squad at the end of this season. Next episode will be beginning in the next summer transfer window. So let me know everything that you want to see changed in this team. The duo of Dovbyk and Adli has been a ton of fun. Dybala is so good. Yilmaz has been a great physical right midfielder for me. And I gotta say, Zalewski has been impressive down the left. Now, he might not be getting the most goal contributions, but it feels like the guy is in the right spot every time I need him. Kone, best midfielder. Pellegrini, I don't see him often, which is, I don't know, like he doesn't really do much in that position. Whilst Mancini has been okay, he has been solid. Hermoso, I'm not impressed. And Indica, we haven't seen it yet. So we definitely do need to upgrade that defense. And I am open to bringing in more and more players into this team now that we're playing Champions League football. But let's finish it off on the final stats for this season here. Dovbyk, 25 goals, 1 assist. Dybala, 15 goals and 10 assists. Adli has 11 goal contributions in 23 games. Ferretti, 9 goal contributions. Don't you worry, he will keep on playing for us. Pellegrini, 4 and 8. Actually, Kone is going back. He's only loaned in, so okay, we will definitely need a midfielder. Lots of work for my assistant coaches. Comments down below for Season 2. Let's go. Oh, Season 1 was incredible. Signing Adli and Barış Yilmaz into the AS Roma squad was a great decision. It all started off with us in the 9th position on 33 points last time around, and Adli showcased exactly why he was the right decision for this team. His incredible feat was also matched by Ferretti, the youth academy talent, and these two players were the main reason as to why we went ahead into the Europa League final, in which Ferretti gets the assist for Adli and we won, leaving Tottenham without a trophy once more. Having said that, our trophy was invisible as well. But this season ends with AS Roma in the 7th position, but qualifying for Champions League football through the Europa League. And here we are now in Season 2 with a budget of 37 million. Oh, we're AS Roma. We qualify for Champions League football. That's a very low amount. First of all, it seems like we have committed a cardinal sin by giving Amin Adli the number 10. That number is retired, obviously, due to Francesco Totti, as this comment and many others have been saying. So, Adli, I'm going to go ahead and give you... 11 doesn't work. 9 doesn't work. 8 doesn't work. 7 doesn't work. I mean, 9 is on Ferretti. He's one of our own. I have to go ahead and give him 17. I'm fine with 17. I hope you guys are as well. But also players like Tammy Abraham have returned from their loan deals. He's coming back from AC Milan. He's worth a decent amount. So I'm thinking we just go ahead and extend this contract by 2 years and put him onto the transfer list. Tammy Abraham at AS Roma, I think that journey is now done. But he's not the only one returning. Eduardo Bove has returned as well. The 23-year-old is obviously an exceptional talent and sadly has been in the news negatively right now. He has basically collapsed during a game. He had a major health risk during the match. All the players surrounded him. And I'm glad to hear that he is in stable condition right now. Hopefully, we can see Eduardo Bove overcome these health issues and be back and playing football. And if not playing football, I just hope he becomes healthy again. There's nothing more important in life than health. Now, one comment really caught my attention, and it is obviously this one, suggesting a multitude of things. First of all, one thing that caught my eye was He said that Davide Fratesi is actually apparently a youngster from the youth academy of AS Roma. So knowing that, he immediately is someone I'm going to put onto the short list. So guys, Fratesi is a target for us. Claudio Kone is back at Borussia Mönchengladbach because he was only on loan in our team. But luckily, I've done my research and you guys have been saying in the comments as well. We do have a buy option for him for 18 million. And we're going to go ahead and straight away sign this man. He has to come back. Kone's return is coming in though due to Mats Hummels leaving. Plus 12 million. Hummels has now left the team, as all you guys in the comments have been saying. He needs to be gone. He's going down in his rating and we need a new centre-back. Another thing I didn't know was the fact that Zalewski apparently has like some sort of falling out at AS Roma. Even though I like him, I think you guys might be right. Sule now is going to be playing down that left-hand side for us. He's left-footed as well, so that could work. And Zalewski, buddy, I'm sorry, but the people have spoken. You're on the transfer list now, alongside Tammy Abraham, Abdulhamid, El Sharawi, Kumbula, and Solbakken. So how much money did we manage to bring back into the club? Zalewski, 30 million. Abdulhamid, 24. Tammy, 23. Kone returned for 12, obviously, plus Hummels. Kumbula left for 10. El Sharawi has left for 8. Solbakken for 5.7. Matthew Ryan leaves, and so does Darboe. Leaving us with a budget of a total amount coming in at 125? Oh. Okay. And now your wishes are coming true. It is Fratesi returning to AS Roma as you guys have requested. And with that, the first massive signing of the season. Enzo Lefe going the other way because every time I used him, he sadly wasn't good. And we have too many midfielders right now. But Fratesi, well, it's an excellent deal for an excellent player. Coming in at an 83 rating. This guy will take his place next to Pellegrini. So Kone drops down to the bench and we now have backups in Kone and Bove for the center midfield position. Baldanzi for Dybala, and then Ferretti can obviously play striker but could easily also slot in down the wings. But let's bring in Fratesi here with that 83 rating. He has 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He's 5'10", but the playstyle, the only one he has, is intercept, which kind of shocks me. But let's compare him to someone like Kone, for example. So here we go with the stats. Pace, he wins. Shooting, he wins. Passing, he wins. Dribbling, defending, and even physicality. Okay, I'm impressed. Now we need to sort out the back line. Ndicka is a decent player. Hermoso didn't feel good in game for me at all. Mancini actually was impressive. So the two centre-back positions here are the ones that I am open to improving. Ben Waterhouse, your comment right here makes this one happen. Wilfried Singo, the new centre-back of AS Roma, someone that is very much capable of playing in a 3 at the back, can play centre-back and even in the right-back position when put into a 4 at the back formation. Price rating is an A, and he comes in at a rating of 81. Serious player. He had that one moment where he lobbed the ball over Barcola as a centre-back in his defense, where I was like, what the hell is going on? But Singo now becomes part of AS Roma. Some amazing transfers for us at the beginning of the second season. And Hermoso, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put you onto the transfer market. Singo obviously takes over the right centre-back position. That's where he feels most comfortable. And Mancini that way can slot right into the centre of our defence. And that way, I feel a lot more confident. Now, for the left centre-back position, I've got to say, I'm still wanting someone new. Ndicka was great at Frankfurt, but every time I used him so far, I didn't feel confident at all. Premier League clubs, it's taking you too long, so I decided to sign Branthwaite. This guy is now joining a historic club, and he's moving away from English football, following the line of Jadon Sancho, going away from England and becoming a great. Jared Branthwaite is now our left-sided centre-back, who is outstanding. For me, one of the most exciting centre-backs out there. He comes in with a rating of 80, which means, Ndicka, you can still fight for your position. It is not a given, but I wanted to bring competition into this team, and Branthwaite, for me, is such a perfect signing for this lineup because He is so good on the ball. On top of it, he is 6'5". He also has the slide tackle and aerial play styles, which means we pretty much might just have the perfect centre-back for this team. Branthwaite, Mancini, Singo. This is what I want. And you know what? Svilar has done nothing wrong for me so far. I've seen comments saying that I should go ahead and bring in a new goalkeeper, but lads, I gotta say, he's been outstanding. What I need to do right now is actually sell Hermoso, and that way get funds to bring in a backup winger, because right now we have none. Real Madrid, do you want to pay 40 million for Hermoso? Yes, you do? Oh, that's great. Thanks. And you know what? Those 14 million I'm going to keep in the budget for the January transfer window. So let me know who we should sign for the wings until then. But now it is actually time for us to step into a massive game. It's about a trophy. It's us against Inter in the Super Cup of the UEFA. So they have won the Champions League. We have won the Europa League. Let's do this. Oh, Enzo Lefe went the other way in our deal, and now he's going to be playing against us, and the same goes for Fratesi. He is stepping into his debut for our team, playing against Inter. So let's hope this works out. Sule, please impress me down that left-hand side. I'd appreciate that. Dybala gets taken out, instantly stands back up, looks for the pass into Dovbyk, and Dovbyk gets taken out too. Referee, man. That's 2 yellow cards right there. Okay. Inter. Lautaro. That could have been 1-0. Should have been. Come on, win that for me, Pellegrini. Yes, thank you. Dovbyk. Adli. Yilmaz. Come on, Yilmaz. Yes. Barış Alper Yilmaz to win it against Inter. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Score and win it. We've been struggling against this team for quite a while now. Play it. Run. Adli. Run. Adli. Into Yilmaz. I love this. Come on, Yilmaz. Now's the time. Lob it up towards Dovbyk. He heads it. Come on. It's going into penalties. Man, this game. Çalhanoğlu first. Should have saved it. Sule top left. What the hell? Lautaro bottom left. Yes. Adli top right. Saved. Saved! Finally, we're back. Thuram saved by Svilar. Baldanzi. Top left. Svilar. It goes in. And now Ferretti to win us the first trophy of the season. Yes or no? Yes! Ferretti wins the UEFA Super Cup for AS Roma. But you can tell, this Inter team, we could only beat them on penalties. We need to do better in regular play time. Inter will be a tough one to beat for the title. Starting off into the season with the UEFA Super Cup, which sadly is being represented by the Italian Cup, but it's okay. A perfect start for AS Roma. Hopefully, it continues this way. All the new transfers, debut game, it's a massive trophy. The season opens up with a couple of nice games. Parma, 2-0 win. Cremonese, back from the Serie B. Can't stop us, 3-1. Hellas Verona, another side that should be a bit weaker. 2-0 victory. And then the Roma derby. Well, in this one, it was only a 0-0 draw. And in the Champions League, we're winning against Young Boys. Let's check out who has started off nicely into the season. Dybala, 4-1. Adli, 4-1. Mancini, the centre-back, with 3 goals. Same amount as Dovbyk. And Ove has been stealing a bit of playtime. 2 goals and 1 assist. Buddy, thank you for coming back to AS Roma. Now AS Roma is second, but we're up against Napoli, who are in that 3rd position and a very dangerous team. As we step into this huge game, let me know in the comments down below which one of the transfers is your favorite for this new season. AS Roma is looking similar to last season, but definitely a couple of new additions are making a difference. Barış. 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 Oh, mate. Unbelievable. Just score. Sule. I love it. Oh. Oh. Wow. Dovbyk. Yes. Oh, Sule. It was right. No more Zalewski for AS Roma. It's all about Matias Sule. Are you kidding me? On that left-hand side, he ruined them. Kvaradona. Kvaradona. And Osimhen is back. Osimhen lobs Villar. Osimhen back from the loan at Galatasaray. Okay, Napoli is going to be even worse to play now. I was scared of Maradona. Now we have to deal with him too. Dovbyk. Nice work, Dovbyk. Sule. What a ball. Adli. Chest down. Missed. And then in the end, it is a 1-1 draw. We could not beat Inter in regular time, and we also couldn't do it against Napoli. There's still a lot of work to be done here. That game leaves us in the second position right behind AC Milan. And guess what? Our next opponent is AC Milan. Buddy, this is going to be crazy. But I am going to be making a few changes here because I feel like it's time. Let's go ahead and start Ferretti this time. And Adli goes onto the bench. I just want to see what happens. Maybe that helps the team. And Adli gets to think about the chances he has missed so far. Oh, straight away. Dybala. Dovbyk. Pellegrini. Ferretti. Onto his left. Ferretti. A close call. Ferretti, good steal. Yilmaz might be through. Dovbyk finds the pass. Yilmaz is running. Yilmaz is shooting and scoring. Barış Alper Yilmaz. This is a huge moment for us. If we can win this game, we are proper title contenders. Good run, Pellegrini. Ferretti. Dovbyk. Finish. Golasso. That's why I'm playing Ferretti. He's also capable of getting these assists. It was just a gut feeling and it all worked out. In the end, it is a 2-0 victory thanks to the boys. Our Champions League opponents this time around, by the way, will be Sevilla after Young Boys, of course. Then we have Sparta. After that, Lask Linz, Arsenal, which is the toughest opponent until then, Lille in the month of December, and in January it will be Barcelona. So from all the 8 games that we have to play, Arsenal and Barcelona are the biggest ones for sure. Against Sevilla, let's see what the result is. It's a 0-0 draw. Cagliari in the league turns out to be a 2-1 victory. And now, my friends, we are in that first position in the league with 17 points. And our next opponent is Inter, the team that we could not beat in regular time. Let's make sure this time it works out and try and hold on to that first spot. And you know what? This time I'm taking off Dovbyk and playing Ferretti. Adli, Ferretti, here we go. Adli went up by 1. Dybala as well. Fratesi as well. A bunch of the players, nearly everyone, has gone up by +1 already. Go on. Go on. What a start this could be! Ferretti, come on! Dybala. Past 1. Past 2. Past 3. Ah! Nice. Adli into Ferretti. Do it again. Come on, son. I just want him to score. And finally, this game is done. And yet again, we cannot beat Inter. And look, that now leaves us in that first position, but we are about to go into a row of games where anything could happen. First off, Sparta Praha. It is a 4-1 win. Then an easy game at home, one would think, against Torino, and it turns out to be a tough 1-0 victory. Against Pisa, it is 2-2. Empoli up next, and it's 2-0 for AS Roma. This technically should be an easy one, but it wasn't. Fiorentina, one would think this will be tough, and yes, it was. And after that loss, well, it's not getting better. 1-1 draw at home. So after all those games, this is how the team is looking. Adli up to an 82. Anyone else growing? Fratesi 85. Love that. Villar 81. Ferretti is growing very slowly for how well he's doing for me most of the time. But I'm also very happy to see that the likes of Bove and Kone have gone up to a 79 rating. So that's very, very nice for us. I need to put Endika onto the bench here. I keep forgetting about this. This is a very, very important player for us now. On an 80 rating as well. Very much competing for a starting spot still. But this far into the season, let's quickly check out the squad hub and see who has been scoring them goals. It's still Dybala. He's the king of Roma right now. And Dovbyk is doing quite well as well. Sule, impressive so far this season. Adli should be getting more goal contributions. I'm not seeing enough at the moment. In the Champions League, we're currently sat in the 10th position, which means in order to get into the next round guaranteed, we need to get into the top 8. And our next opponent is Arsenal. I gotta say, I'm really liking this team that we have built for the second season so far. I wonder what kind of trophies we could be going after. Can we go and win the Serie A? Can we somehow challenge in the Champions League? All those things we need answers to. And Dovbyk gets us started. And Adli, bro, come on. So as I try and stop Bukayo Saka and Arsenal in general, let me know in the comments down below, how far do you think we can make it this season? Can we win multiple trophies? One trophy? No trophies? Let me know. Thanks, Villar. Nice one, Adli. Keep running, pal. Down the right. Yilmaz. Yilmaz cuts in. Dovbyk. I love that. Dovbyk. Mate, his left foot is incredible. And for the longest time, I kept forgetting that he's left-footed. I keep thinking he's right-footed for some reason, but now he has us leading against Arsenal. Saka. Dangerous, man. But luckily, Svilar just keeps doing what is right. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. What the hell are you doing? Adli with the lob. Dovbyk with the finish. Arsenal all over the place. You love to see it. The Ukrainian is single-handedly ending Arsenal right now. And was it enough in the end? Yes, it was. 2-1 victory. Before we go into a huge game against Juventus, we're stepping up against Sampdoria with a 3-2 win. Now, one thing we need to check is the top scorers. Osimhen is at the top with 11 and 14. Paulo Dybala comes in with 9 goals in 14 games. And other representatives of AS Roma, Dovbyk with 6 in 13. Okay, just a hat-trick and he's up there with the rest of the boys. That's cool. Assists-wise, oh boy. Okay. Yeah, that is not working out for us. But I want to see Champions League football. How are we looking there? Kvistgarden has the most assists in the Champions League. And the top scorer is Vinny Jr. And AS Roma is being represented by Dovbyk. I like that. In the league, however, we are in the 4th position now with 29 points, with Juventus right behind us as our next opponents. And when we go to the top, Bologna. Out of all the teams to be in first place, it's Bologna, but it's only a 3-point gap, so we're still very much in the mix. And for this game, I'm going to take Pellegrini out and put Bove into the starting 11. I want to give the boy a bit more of a spotlight here. I really hope he makes it through and is healthy again. Afif. Juve coming through down Bove's side, and he comes up with a clutch tackle. Dybala against his former team, Juventus. Up against Adli. Adli, make that move downwards for me. There we go. That's the moment, Dovbyk. Thank you very much. Adli crossbar. Dovbyk hits the defender. Bove. Yes. What a ball. Send him. Dovbyk. Right foot. Golazo. Yes, man. He's on fire right now, and I am loving it. Fratesi's a baller as well, by the way. Ooh, Vlahovic. Good pass back. Colt Miners, Svilar, my guy. I'm telling you, he is much better than his rating. Oh, what a mistake. Sule, making a run. Mattias Sule. Ferretti in the center. Ferretti brings it onto his right. Smacks it. He was subbed on. You gotta score. 1 minute to go. Juventus, don't you dare. I gotta take him out. Oh, no. That was bad. That was really bad. Ref blows the whistle as they're in the middle of their attack. We have won this game thanks to Dovbyk and Svilar. Get in there. Lille is our next opponent in Champions League football, and seemingly we have won 2-1. Monza in the league straight after, and what? We lost? Atalanta Bergamo, 2-0 victory away from home, leaving us with one last game in the Serie A for this month. Somehow we lost against Como. What is going on? With that, we are now in the month of January, so let's do a proper roundup and see what you guys have to say. AS Roma, now in that 4th position, 5 points behind Bologna. Yes, we have lost a couple of games that I didn't expect to lose. Surely those 2 games just now we should have won, especially against Monza and Como, but it is what it is. We're not supposed to win every single game. That is not how it's realistic. In Italy, teams lose against anyone really. So seeing this is interesting. But let's go quickly into the stats here for the players and realize that Dybala has dropped down out to the 4th position. Lautaro Martinez is first with 14 goals in 18 games. Osimhen has gone up to 13 and 17. It seems like a lot of these top players are performing on a top level whilst we are kind of chasing them down and trying to get better. And look, last season we were 7th. I don't expect us to instantly win the title this season, but I do want to see a lot more from our team. And in Champions League football, if we do go ahead and beat Barcelona, for example, in January, the last game, I think we're looking very good. I think we have a very good chance there. But in terms of the starting 11, I am really liking Dovbyk right now. He's playing much better. Yilmaz has been unreal in this season. I really enjoy how he's playing for me. Branthwaite has been a great signing. I like that. Svilar is huge for us defensively. And Fratesi, you guys suggested him. That was a good suggestion. He's class. Like, he's very, very good. I don't know, though, if he feels better in game than Kone, but it is what it is. He has other qualities as well that can take us forward and stuff. So I'm very happy with Fratesi. And Sule, what a revival for his career in this team. Zalewski is out. Sule is in and he's doing a great job. Ferretti now up to a 69. He's going to get to that 70 soon enough. But with him, the rating does not matter, does it? So, going into this January transfer window, I need backup wingers. Yilmaz on the right, Sule on the left, and I have a budget of... how much? We have a budget of around 55 million. So, do we go ahead and sign 2 backup players for 25 million each? Or do we go ahead and sign just one guy who becomes a backup for both sides? Let me know in the comments down below who should be our January transfer window transfer. Thank you guys for tuning in again, and thank you for over 100,000 subscribers. Welcome to the channel. 37 million in the budget, Bove returning from his loan, and Kone being signed permanently. AS Roma is ready to sell a bunch of players, and they have done so to upgrade their budget to 125 million and sign Fratesi back to the club. Singo joins us now as a defensive player, and on top of it, his partner will be Branthwaite. Roma was shot to a first title this season thanks to Ferretti on the last penalty. But in the league itself, even though we had some great moments like these from Sule and Dovbyk, we were still struggling against good teams. And the fact that we're struggling is obviously showing in the league table. AS Roma now in the 4th position with 35 points, whilst Bologna and Milan are on 40. And Napoli, the team that we just struggled against, is on 37. And before we get into anything serious, this comment right here is saying that Fratesi needs to have number 16. So, lads, he gets number 16 in the name of De Rossi, who obviously was an exceptional player as well. But since we are now in the January transfer window, all the comments were mostly about transfer suggestions. And we have 55 million euros to play with. So we need to make the right decision, and it seems like the overall decision has been to make 2 transfers in this window. Mostly because down the wings, we only have Sule and Yilmaz. These 2 are the only proper wingers we have, and you guys have been suggesting a bunch of wingers to sign to back them up. And as always, for the new signings, I've been looking into the comments for the assistant coach's opinions, and this one was suggested by you. Mika Gods is now joining us, or Gods, but I'm assuming since he's from Belgium or Netherlands, actually he's from Belgium, I'm assuming he actually is pronounced Gods. But anyways, he comes in for 20 million. This is someone who actually right now is 76 rated, which is amazing, and on top of it, he has 10 goal contributions for Ajax this season. 6 goals, 4 assists. Mika, welcome to our team. Market value, 16.5. I apparently paid 20 right there, but I am thinking that's a quality signing that you suggested. So for me, he takes over his spot on the bench straight away. Let's look at the stats. 20 years old, 81 pace, 68 shooting, 71 passing, 82 dribbling, with okay defending and physicality, comes in with 4-star skill moves, and his play styles, technical and flair. I like that a lot. That could be a quality player off the bench. And as I was going through the comments once more, this comment right here put it perfectly. Kaoru Mitoma would be a perfect signing for our team. A player that can play left midfield, can play right midfield, and even move into the cam position if someone like Dybala is injured. He comes in for 25 million and becomes an offensive all-rounder right there. Market value 26 million. I paid 25. How the hell is that a D rating? Anyways, let's see how his stats are looking. So there is Mitoma. He comes in with the age of 28. He has 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, 5'10" tall, and pace 84, shooting 73, passing 76, dribbling 85. And as I said, he can play on the left, he can play on the right, but he can also play in that cam position, giving a little bit more competition to the likes of Baldanzi, who I actually have to say, every time I used him, I liked him in the cam position. So for me, Baldanzi as a backup for Dybala is great. But if he gets injured, then Dybala does as well. We do have Mitoma who can cover all those spots, which I'm very, very happy with. So again, my assistant coaches have come in clutch, and we had some amazing suggestions. Mitoma comes in with finesse shot, technical, and quick step. Definitely a huge addition to AS Roma. Now, what do I want to achieve towards the end of the season today? I obviously want to see Dybala and others do well, but I want to focus on one specific player, and that is Leo Ferretti. Until the end of the season, I really want him to have at least 5 goals to his name. So we will be focusing on our Youth Academy talent because you guys love him and I do too. So Ferretti, this is your half a season. We're going to take you past that 70 rating. You are going to be my hero, as you've been in that Super Cup final. Another thing that you guys have been pointing out is the fact that Pellegrini was listed as a cam this whole time. I didn't even realize. We're going to change him into a centre midfielder. Within 2 weeks, he will get there, and that way we'll guarantee that he plays during the simulations, which he might have not done until now. Oh, here we go. The first game today is against the first place team, Bologna. This is a massive chance for us to catch up. Where does Bologna's strength lie in? Well, from what I can tell right there, a very structured team with Mitrovic up top, a big target man. As we step into this game, I just want to make it abundantly clear. This season, I want to lift a major trophy again with AS Roma. It doesn't have to be the Champions League or anything like that, but one trophy has to come specifically domestically. So far, we've only won the Europa League. Nice one. Dovbyk open on the left-hand side. Adli. What a cross from Dovbyk. Yes! Dovbyk. That's a huge pass, buddy. Adli has not been performing too well lately, but this is a very good way of redeeming yourself. Oh, huge pass. Holm. There we go. See? That's the quality of defense we have right now, and I'm really liking it, lads. Dybala making that run down the middle. Dybala. Pass and move. Adli for the second. Bologna is at home, but they are getting battered. Adli, my man, thank you so much for that performance. And in the end, it's a 3-0 win with Dovbyk scoring again. On our way to facing Barcelona in the Champions League, we win 2-1 against Cremonese. And the away match against Parma results in a 3-0 victory. In the Champions League right now, we're in that 4th position, and Barcelona, our next opponent, is in 1st. I'm thinking if we win this next game, we are guaranteed to go through into the next round, so I'm going to give it my all. But in the Serie A, my friends, well, we have moved up into the 2nd position. AC Milan, I'm chasing you. I still remember how you beat me. And you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to take out Dovbyk, put Ferretti in there. I'm taking out Dybala. Baldanzi plays. Sule comes off. Mitoma plays. And on the right-hand side, I'm going to play Hots. Yes, this is a big test for these players. And you know what? We're going to continue in midfield. Bove and Fratesi, they're coming off. Kone takes over. All right, this might not be smart. But look, the thing is, being smart isn't always fun. Being dumb is actually extremely fun. But let's see how this goes. Oh, this could be very bad for us. And it will be. Dani Olmo makes it 1-0. Maybe that idea of playing all these players wasn't a good one. Bove, love that. Kone goes for Ferretti. Ferretti passing to Adli. He might not score, but he's going to get us one. Ferretti, thank you so much. Adli scores once more. Mancini chasing. Mancini trying to stop him. What a cross. Oh my. That is unbelievable. I got to pay respect where it's due. Barcelona ruined me. Bove, thank you. Huge steal. Adli, return the favor, man. Play it back to Ferretti. It's a 2-1 loss. We took a risk. It didn't pay off. But at least Ferretti got a goal contribution, I guess. And we got to see the new players. Nothing special so far. I gotta be real. But Let's say we need 10 goal contributions with Ferretti, not just 5 goals. Now turning Pellegrini into center mid. He goes up to an 84 rating. I believe he was an 83, so that's a really nice thing to see. And we are also changing the position of Hotz to a right midfielder. Mitoma on the left midfield, Hotz on the right midfield, because he actually is right-footed. And somehow teams are trying to sign Bove, but no way. He is up to an 80 and he stays with us. Same with Endika. Nowhere to go. And yet again, AS Roma is playing against the first place team. AC Milan is our next opponent, and if we win this game, we get that first position. Again, I want that Italian trophy. And look, as far as I can remember, the last time we played against AC Milan, we lost 2-0, and I somehow daydreamed that I did win, but I realized we didn't. So hopefully this time, we can turn that win into a reality. Rafael, wow, I can't believe they found that pass and somehow missed. Mate, Jota, you have to score that. And that, my friends, is exactly where my recording got corrupted. So your boy hopped in the shower, went outside to vent because I lost my mind about losing all that footage. But don't you worry, I'm here to update you. So against AC Milan, we actually end up winning 1-0, which I am extremely satisfied with. Then against Brøndby in the Champions League, we have won. Against Napoli, we actually lost. Coming back down to earth once again. And then moving into the next month, well, we beat Udinese in the cup with the reserves team, Ferretti and the boys that we signed all in the starting 11. We have beaten Udinese to make it into the next round. And then as I was simulating through these games, Como somehow beat us again. I don't understand how Como keeps beating us. And then against Bergamo there, 1-0 victory. Against Fiorentina, a 3-2 victory. And then, yep, you're seeing it right there. On the 24th against Lazio, in the Roma derby, in the cup that I wanted to win desperately, I got beaten by Lazio. I gave it my all. They destroyed me. They scored early on and then just played passes from the front to the back and to the side and to the other side. It was so frustrating. I hated everything about it. After that, we beat Empoli in the league, which I'm very satisfied with. But going into March, yep, you're seeing it right there. In the Champions League, we played against Arsenal and it was nuts. 3-2, back and forth between both teams. It was 3-1 for them. We came back to 3-2, both goals from Adli. And yeah, it wasn't enough. But we have one more leg to play. So I'm sorry, guys, that my file got corrupted. I really want to punch this PC so hard. But I need it for my work. But at the end of the day, we also beat Sampdoria in the top right corner there on the 7th. But now it's time for Arsenal. But let me give you an update on how things have gone for us here in the league table. Right now, AS Roma is in the second position behind Bologna, who surprisingly are back up in there. And I'm so impressed with everything that they're doing right now. 3-point gap to them. We do have a better goal difference. We have beaten them this season as well. So I'm quite confident that we can overtake Bologna at some point. If someone else in the league can just go ahead and stop them, I'd be very thankful for it. But let's also go into the stats of the players and give you an update there. How are things looking? Obviously, I wanted to score a lot of goals and get assists with Ferretti, but Dovbyk has now overtaken Dybala. 19-4 for Dovbyk. He's been clutch for me today. And Dybala with the 18-6 is great. Adli 16-6, performing much better now. Pellegrini as a centre midfielder is doing a good job. Yilmaz and Soulé getting involved as much as they can. Bove, since his return, 6 goal contributions. And yes, Ferretti now has 5 goal contributions already. I want him to get to 10 by the end of the season if possible. But that right there is already much better than last time around. And he's up to a 70. And here we go against Arsenal. I do wonder, can I actually pull this off? And is my PC going to survive this? Arsenal, no! What am I doing? Bro, this is exactly what should not be happening. A horrible mistake at the back. And I'm constantly just trying to figure out the right settings for my PC not to blow up, by the way. Nice. Dybala. Contour to his left, and there goes Adli. 23 minutes in, we're back into this game. Get in there, Roma. It's lagging. I'm playing offline and my game is lagging. I think that is a sign of my PC not being able to handle it. I have a 4090 graphics card, by the way, so I have no idea what's causing this. Mate, are you kidding me? This is getting so annoying. I can't. I just cannot. The game is lagging like crazy. I'm playing offline, bro. How is this a thing? Like, for the entirety of FC25, I've had 0 issues. And all of a sudden, the game doesn't work. The recording is breaking down. Like, Windows, stop these updates. So much high pressure on Arsenal, but none of it is working into our favor. Calafiori is making a fool of us, and the game only started working well once I was 2-1 down. What an absolute disgrace of a Champions League game. And it's going to be 3-1 in the end. It was 3-1. That's what I wanted to say. Arsenal won the game. My recording crashed right there. And now we're back in the Serie A. 28 games in. 3-point gap to Bologna. PC, please, I beg you. The people want to see this. Stop crashing on me. Let's go. Now, though, back in the Serie A, we're playing against Genoa and winning 1-0. Against Pisa at home, it should be a win, and so it is. Torino away from home could be a tough one, and it isn't. Monza, just like Como, is a team that keeps on beating us, and this time they didn't. And that sees us back at the top of the league table. 71 points on AS Roma, Bologna, Lombardia, and Milano chasing us down. And we have one game that we still have to play. And it's against Juventus, who are 5th. And after that, it's Lazio. If we win both of those games, we could actually be lifting the Italian title. The only thing that is left for this team. And also individually, none of our players are up there anymore. Lautaro Martinez with 27 goals right now. And in terms of assists, it's Carlton Morris out of all players, but we just keep going down, and only Dybala is in there in the 11th position. So clearly it's not working out perfectly, but we're at the top of the league table. At least my boy Ferretti is on 5 goal contributions though, so I'm happy about that, I guess. Let me step onto the pitch against Juventus and prove to our fans that we are actual title candidates here. Kostic, give me that ball. Dybala. There's a good run by Adli. Come on, Adli. Get away from him. Adli. Yes. No. Has to score that. I'm sorry. That's unacceptable. Give me that. Bro, we're on fire. Adli. Yes. He makes up for it. He missed a huge chance earlier on. And now against Juventus, we're leading again. Please, PC, I beg, let the people see this footage. Bro, what are they doing? Adli's through again. Adli, can you score on your left? What a bad shot. But it works. It works out in the end. It's 2-0, Adli. Thank you. Juve's defense and build-up has been terrible here. Dovbyk or Adli? Both. Dovbyk, left foot. Golasso. Juve, go home. This is it. You're out of it. Juve, just, you know what? I'm not even respecting you anymore. I'm going straight. Sim to end. Bang. 3-0. And apparently Pellegrini just scored that. What the hell is going on with my game? We are just going to be ignoring what just happened right there by simming to the end and giving me 3 different goal scorers and just taking a look at the league table, realizing that we have a 4-point gap. So Lazio, who are in 8th, can they be a threat to us? I don't know. Let's see. They kicked us out of the cup, though. And for this game, I'm going Ferretti in the starting 11. You know it. There is no way Adli has been left-footed this whole time. Bro, I'm done. I thought he was right-footed. I swear to God. Nice, Mancini. I love it. Down the left we go. Sule. Ferretti. Not Ferretti. Ferretti. Adli. No. I don't accept that. There's no one. I messed it up. It's 0-0 against Lazio. Please, if they kick us out of the cup, please don't cost me the title as well, man. This is going to give them a chance to catch up. Next up is Hellas Verona. Please, Roma. 1-0, thanks. Are we still at the top? Yes, we are. 78 points. Bologna 76. Inter 71. And Inter is my next opponent. I still cannot believe that I only now figured out that Adli is left-footed. Adli, Dovbyk, Dybala, all left-footed. My entire attack. How am I only figuring this out now? Bisek loses it. Off we go. Yilmaz lobs it. Dovbyk doesn't win it. And that's the thing, like, I'm looking at Dovbyk and thinking, hey, I need to get more headers from you. Adli, left foot. See, if I didn't know, I would have not taken that shot because I keep thinking he's right-footed. 1-0. Let's go, lads. No. Yes. Fratesi, man. He's such a good defender, honestly. He doesn't do much offensively, but he's everywhere defensively. Inter Mancini. No, Mancini. No, Mancini. Don't, man. It's the second time this happens with him where he completely misses a tackle, even though he stood right in front of someone. Nice. Sule leaves one on the floor. Dybala. Back into Dovbyk. Back over to Fratesi. Lovely football. Dybala. Adli. Golasso. Mate. Again, left-footed shot. Only because I knew. 2-1. I'm the worst coach, honestly. How did I not know this? 90+1 ended referee. Subbed on the likes of Ferretti and others. And it is 3 points for Roma. 2-1. The standings are still showing us 2 points ahead of Bologna. They are not giving up on this title. I'm so surprised about them, I gotta admit. Cagliari against Roma. Second to last game of the season. Here we go. Lads, get me a dub. Do you get me a dub? Yes, you do. Adli and Dovbyk, both strikers scoring. And now the question is, are we champions? Of course we are not, because the last game of the season is AS Roma against Bologna. I mean, you could not make this up. 84 points against 82. If we win or draw, we are champions. If we lose against Bologna, well, that's it. I think the first time we played against them, we won 2-0. But now the stakes are much higher, and I'm worried. For this final game of the season, I want Ferretti to start. Up to a 71 rating. Dovbyk, I love you, but you know what, guys? I might be open to letting him go. We can talk about that later. But off we go. Ferretti, Adli, let's do this. Right-footed, left-footed. Yeah, I remember. This is it, man. This is the only big trophy that we have left for this season. No Italian Cup, no Champions League. The Italian Serie A title is the one and only we can get, but what a massive trophy that would be. The first domestic one we could be picking up since last season. The Europa League was the only one that we had won. So off we go, hoping that season 2 ends on a bang. And the next season, we'll make a couple of massive signings with your help and turn us into Champions League winners, I wanted to say. That's scary. Mancini, please. Thank you. Yilmaz, Ferretti, sending Adli on a run. It was about to happen and they just intervened. Fratesi, I love it. Straight into Sule's run now. Sule. Sule. Come on. Yes, Sule. I love that. Lovely movement. Lob it up. Dybala. No. It's Yilmaz. Yilmaz! That is for the title if we end up winning this game. 68 minutes in. AS Roma could be winning it. This is a huge moment for Yilmaz specifically, who has been doubted many times, I would assume, because you don't see him scoring often. But this man might have just gotten the most important goal, assisted by our captain, Pellegrini. Yilmaz into Ferretti. Ferretti! Exceptional! Oh, mate. I love this kid. Every time he does something, I'm like, oh my God, he did that. Straight back into you. And we are lifting the Serie A title. AS Roma, you have managed to pull it off. Campione d'Italia. Yes, that is us. Pellegrini, lift that trophy. And you know what, guys? Going into the next season, I am ready for some big changes. We have now conquered Italy, but I want to conquer Europe with AS Roma. So for that, I need my assistant coach's help, and that's you. You need to give me some suggestions right about now. The final league table of the season, AS Roma 85 points, Bologna, Inter and AC Milan qualifying for Champions League football, Napoli dropping out of it, Juventus only Conference League football, and going down is Cremonese, Sampdoria and Pisa. Not really surprised. But let's be honest, we did not win the Coppa Italia, and we also didn't manage to make it into the Champions League final at all. We actually failed quite early on against Arsenal right here in the round of 16, so things didn't really go our way in that sense. And I gotta say, I am really loving Dybala in this position, right? He feels world class. Every time he's on the ball, I know I can create something. I know I can get past people. That's the type of player I want to have in my team. Now, Fratesi is exceptional defensively, barely does anything on offense, but that's okay. I love his defensive side because Pellegrini gets a bit more of the attacking side of the game for us. Now, we have filled up the bench with players that are good enough for years to come, but I am thinking I want to move on from Dovbyk. I think I really do. The reason why I wanted to have Dovbyk in the starting 11 initially was I thought, okay, he's a tall lad. I can cross the ball to him and score. But since you guys have not necessarily seen him score many headers, it means he didn't really deliver. So every time I'm crossing the ball over to him, he either just stands there or does nothing. So at the end of the season, Adli is the main man with 24 and 8, overtaking Dovbyk. And I'm ready. I'm ready to put him onto the transfer list. I'm ready to find a new striking partner for Adli. And I'm ready to create a new dynamic in the team with obviously someone that is right-footed. Because everyone in my attack is left-footed and that needs to change. And Ferretti can remain the backup to these players and still get plenty of playtime as you have seen this season. Apart from that, who would you guys say needs replacing, needs improving? Let me know in the comments down below. This season was really eye-opening in many factors. We are not good enough for Europe right now. But with your help, we could actually pull that off. Off we go to Season 3. AS Roma went into the January transfer window knowing that we had to strengthen up. And that is exactly what we had done. But sadly, in Europe, against Arsenal, we saw our true strength. Or the lack of it, I should say. We then had to focus on league football. Bologna was ahead of us, but we overtook them, and it was a tight title race because in the last game of the season, it was only a 2-point gap, and we matched up against each other. Carlson scored early on for Bologna. Just one goal would change our fate, and that is exactly what happened with Barış Alper Yılmaz as AS Roma managed to win the Serie A title, and now going into Season 3, we want to win bigger things. The big question going into this season, Season 3, is what's the budget? It's 81 million euros. And I'm telling you, 81 million euros is a big amount of money. But we can get more because I am obviously interested in selling the man himself, Dovbyk. Yes, he is now on the transfer list, as you can see. And we could maybe get like 100 million for him. But there is one rule. We're not going to be selling him to one of our competitors in the Serie A. He has to leave the league. Otherwise, he's going to destroy us. I know already. And in the comments down below, I was seeing tons of comments, but that one right there really caught my eye because David Nunez is currently experiencing a bad period at Liverpool. A lot of the fans are getting onto him, really hating him for, yes, some valid reasons. He's missing a lot of chances, but still, the guy is giving it his all every single time he steps onto the pitch. So for me, I'm looking at David Nunez and I'm thinking, if you are underappreciated where you are right now, how about we bring you over here? Because he's still 6'2", which gives us a bit of that physicality that I wanted in Dovbyk, but at the same time, he also gives us that pace, that chaos, and I'm all for it. David Nunez, I'm going to put you onto the short list right now, but first, we need to make some moves. Hold on, I might have just gotten an insane offer on the table. Barcelona is coming in with a crazy swap deal for Dovbyk plus money. And right now, we actually have an issue in the team where Sule and also Barış Alper Yılmaz are not going to be growing. I was checking the squad hub and I saw that they are not growing this season at max a +1. So I'm seeing Barca wants to sign Dovbyk for Rafinha plus 38.4 million. This could change everything on that right-hand side. Don't get me wrong. I love Yilmaz. I think he's class. He won us the title. And it doesn't mean I'm going to sell him, but this could be the man that can really further our team when it comes to Champions League football. So I'm just going to go ahead and ask for, let's say 50 million plus Rafinha. Is there a possibility we can make that happen? No, 38.4. Let's do 45 plus Rafinha. Come on, Barcelona. Yes! That's an insane deal. Mate, I am so happy with this. Dovbyk leaves the league, and we get ourselves an incredible wide player. Barcelona, thank you. Rafinha now joins us. Don't worry, he won't have number 10. But mate, this is an incredible move for us. We get a huge amount of money, an incredible player that we also actually need, and we now have an even bigger budget to go and sign a new striker. So this was pretty much perfect. I could have never thought of bringing in Rafinha. I'm so happy about this. And let me show you why I'm happy about it. Again, when we go into the attributes here, you'll see that certain players like Fratesi are not going to be growing anymore. He might get a +1 this season, but that yellow sign means that he basically reached his potential. Now, the thing is that when we go down here, you'll see Yilmaz, Sule, Mitoma, all these players that we have for the wing, none of them are going to continue growing, which is such a letdown. So I'm thinking bringing in someone like Rafinha who can actually get to an 86 this season, which is good enough for me. I don't need more. 32 weeks, that's perfect. If he grows to an 86, that's great. We have a player right here who at Barcelona is on fire this season. And Barca themselves look class, and he comes in with finesse shot, power shot, rapid, flair, trickster, quick step, relentless. Mate, this came out of nowhere, but I am loving it, and I hope my assistant coaches like it too. Liverpool fans, you hated him for too much. Darwin Núñez is now the new striker, and I am so happy about this. Because honestly, lads, at Liverpool in my career mode, I had to use Jota because he was so good. But Darwin Núñez now gets a big chance to truly revive his career over here at AS Roma. I want to win the Champions League and everything. 84 rated as he comes in. We have paid a huge amount, 70 million. His value is 50, but that was the lowest I could go. And now we have a partnership up top of course, Adli and Darwin Núñez. With Ferretti obviously backing them up, which I'm very happy with. But Rafinha will be playing down the wings, whether it be the right-hand side or the left-hand side. For me, I have to say, Yilmaz is the better player out of Sule and Yilmaz. So I would actually prefer to play him. And Rafinha goes onto that right-hand side, cutting in, creating chances. Darwin Núñez, 27 years old, 6'2", rapid, quick step, relentless. A player that I personally love. No matter how many things he does wrong, I will always have a soft spot? That's the word, for Darwin Núñez. So, lads, I made it happen, and I think it's the right decision. With that being said, Hot sadly drops out of the bench. I'm sorry, bro. It is just the harsh truth here. We need a squad that can compete on the highest level. And for me, Sule will be an incredible substitute because he had his moments last season. Mitoma also has proven to me that he can be quite useful. Baldanzi will be the replacement of Dybala. And yeah, I am ready to go. Season 3, let's begin. A 93 million offer has just come in for Singo, man. It's hard to say no to stuff like this, but you gotta say it. And the same for Fratesi. I have blocked offers for both of them now. They ain't going nowhere. I had an offer for Hots, which I actually thought about, but yeah, I kind of feel bad for him now because we signed him last season. I thought he was going to be a backup, but now that the starting players kind of stagnated and we got Rafinha, it might not be much playtime for him. I'll be real. Before I get to use my new players, EA gets to use them because we have Parma, Como, Monza, and Genoa, Empoli, Venezia. A bunch of games that should technically be easier coming up. Starting off the season against Parma, 2-0. Como in our second game, another 2-0 win. Monza up next at home, surely. 3 back-to-back, yes it is. Against Genoa, can we pull this off once more? Bro, we're on fire. Oh no, first Champions League game. It's a 3-2 win. I didn't want to simulate that. Anyways, back to the games. Empoli, 2-0. And finally, Venezia. It is a 1-1 draw. Okay, I just want to see, though, who scored the goals so far. Off we go. How did the season start? Oh, Adli is on fire. 7-1, 86 rated now. Yilmaz, I'm trying to turn him into a left midfielder, and he has now been turned into one. It will only take him 79 weeks to go up to a 84 rating. But anyways, I mean, I'm impressed. Very impressed. And then there is David Nunez. He's got up to an 85. 1 goal for our boy. I'm going to take over now. So here we go. Roma stepping onto the pitch for the first time this season with Adli leading the line. I'm actually mad excited. I can already see that David Nunez is probably going to miss a bunch of chances for me. And then the comments will go wild. But that's the beauty of David Nunez. If I can go ahead and win multiple trophies with David by my side, mate, that would mean a lot. Rafinha. Adli's through. Nunez. Score. Of course he doesn't. It was a tough angle, to be fair, though. Nunez, there he is again. Turning onto his left foot. Katsun. Goes past another one. David Nunez. Yes, buddy. And this is what I love about him. He never gives up. Nunez, welcome to AS Roma. This is your home now. He's in. I'm getting lobbed. Celtic back into the game. First Champions League game for me. And it's not going too well there. Kone, nicely done by the team there. Dybala into Nunez. He takes it around the defender. He gets taken out. And you know what? That's his pen. This would be the most typical David Nunez moment. Score a crazy goal and miss a penalty. Yes, of course. Of freaking course. Dybala. David. Great turn. Hit it. 90 plus 1. Rafinha. David. Left foot. Hit it. Yes. Let's go. What a start. I love it. I absolutely love it. Ferretti subbed on. Involved in this as well. Nunez. My hero. And he is, of course, the man of the match. David Nunez. Welcome to AS Roma, pal. Happy to have you. I thought we were doing well in the league. AC Milan and Inter have won every single game. They're ahead of us with 2 points. All right, then. I like competition. So to chase down the Milan teams, I am stepping into the next game. Baldanzi is playing for Bergamo? What? They paid his release clause. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't even realize that. That means we need a new backup center attacking mid. Guys, let me know in the comments. This is pure chaos. As soon as Nunez joins the team is infected by chaos. David, go on then. Show them what the chaos is about. David to Adli. He gets an assist. Adli scores again. One goal I definitely have this season is I want to have one of our players become the top scorer. It just has to happen. Pellegrini, I appreciate the help at the back. And off we go with Fratesi. I see Rafinha wanting the ball. Rafinha, quality pass to David. David, even better. Into Adli. Near post. Golasso. This combination is working. I'm loving it. It is 3-1 in the end with Adli scoring again. And apparently we scored 50,000 goals. What is going on here, man? EA, get it together. After that game, we're facing Torino. 2-1 win. And Olympiacos at home. Probably a good one. Nunez man of the match. 2-0. And guess what? Next up, we are in the second position right now. If we do win our game convincingly, 5-0 basically, we can go ahead and get in that first position. But we're playing against Inter, who are in that third spot. So, it's not just Inter actually. It's also Juventus straight after, just a couple of days after the game. But let's see what we have going on. Adli 11-1, Yilmaz 5-0, Dybala 4-4, Nunez 7 goal contributions. My guy, let's go. Rafinha, only 3 goals. What? 3 games. Hold on a second. That's probably because he's not a right midfielder yet. Yeah, let's change that. So as we step onto the pitch right here with our squad, I need to say something. Look, I am thankful for everything that Dovbyk has done for us. But ever since Nunez has joined this team and Rafinha down the right-hand side as well, it just feels so fluid. Like the team feels like everyone's moving at 100 miles an hour and it's just better. I can feel that this will be a big season for us. David Nunez getting away from the defender, doing the fake shot, still running, still losing the ball, forgetting about the ball. Typical David Nunez behavior. Adli score. Pass into Dybala. Receives it back. David and Adli. Oh, what the hell just happened there? David, 1-0. Adli, I have no idea what you've just done, but I will take it. This combo just keeps getting goal contributions for each other. 1-0, Ferretti. There's lots to learn from you. You are a speedster as well. You could be this. Oh, no. 88 minutes in. Can Inter get something out of this? Lautaro. I need to get across. Please. Oh, huge. Ndika. Thank you so much for that one. We're going to be winning this game 1-0. Inter, you tried, but you didn't succeed. And as I said, just 2 days after that victory, now we are up against Juventus. And I assume Milan has played already. Yes, they did. Milan keeps winning. They have 9 wins, 1 draw. This is not getting easier, is it? Now, against Juventus, we'll have to make a couple of changes. We need to look at the players and see how fit they are. A 2-day turnaround and everyone is fit? Really? Ndika, thanks for the big tackle, but Mancini is back. And I just love the way this team is, so I'm not going to touch it. Literally, as the players were walking out, I saw David Nunez on his phone. I don't know if I can show it to you, but he was on his freaking phone right before the game. I mean, is there something more Nunez? Seriously, we have brought in quite the character into this team. I'm really enjoying it. Juve is playing it around the back annoyingly, and now they could be caught. Adli, make a run downwards. I know you're left-footed. Adli tries. Nunez hits it. What? Oh my god, what an incredible save. I am on their case, bro. It's been 15 minutes since I tried to sub on Ferretti. Seriously, this is insane. They just never lose the ball, do they? Davin cuts onto his right, keeps going, hits it. Yes! Do that with your possession. 82 minutes in, the Uruguayan finally saves us from the most boring game of all time. There we go, Juve. Enjoy your 90% possession. I'll take the 3 points. Next up in the league, Verona. 1-1 draw. And we keep going. Champions League footy. Nunez man of the match. 1-1 draw. In the league against Udinese, please win. Oh my god, we lost. Surely at home against Sassuolo, it's an easy dub. Yes, it is. Galatasaray away from home. Heated matchup. 1-1. And finally, Fiorentina away. It is a 3-1 victory. So let's find out together where the team is standing right now. AS Roma in the second position. 35 points. AC Milan still have not lost a single game. 38 points on them. I cannot wait for our matchup against them. That's going to be a big one for us. But we're up against Napoli next. And then soon enough, it will be AC Milan. So things are looking quite rough out there in the Serie A. But let's go into Champions League football to see that we are 6th. Things are going well there. I'm happy with that. No losses so far. PSG at the top. Against Napoli, however, I'm going to go ahead and start Ferretti. Ferretti up to a 73. He's loving life right now. Nunez, you're going to be my super sub. Oh, please. No. Osimhen. He is the one. Osimhen and Quaradona. You guys know how much I struggle against those two. Adli might be through here. What a ball. Adli. Go on. Find Ferretti. Yes. I love this. I freaking love this. He scores as well. 16 minutes in. A youngster from the youth academy that we all love gets his moment. Love that. Fratesi sending Ferretti on a run. He's through on goal. They can't stop him except Douglas Costa. Dybala. Ferretti heel to heel. He's through. Oh my god, he's actually through. Yes. Yes. He's nuts. I still remember when Quaradona scored like 3 goals against me the first time we used AS Roma against Napoli. And today, the tables have turned. Fratesi scores 2 against Napoli and makes AS Roma look like the team to beat right now. Off the crossbar and in. Ferretti, I freaking love you. Okay, game crashes. That's cool. That's great. So as you can see right there, my game crashed again. Anyways, I had to make my way back and get the same exact results again. Hence why I'm wearing a different shirt. Hence why it's a different timeline we're living in right now. But I just don't know what's happening, guys. This has been happening with my game for a little while now. But I got the same results that we had before. And against Napoli, I gave myself the 2-0 win. There is no way I'd be losing that game. So from that point on, it was done. And now against PSG, here we are in the on the 9th of December, I should say. Last month before we go into the next episode. So against PSG, as you guys know, they are currently in a very, very good position. We are 6th with 11 points. PSG on 15. If we can win this game, we pretty much guarantee going through already. It's been absolutely exhausting having to go through these things and redoing score lines and stuff. I just don't know what's happening. I think it's an update that EA brought out. They even brought out an update straight after the latest update, which apparently they did because it was causing stability issues on PC. And that is, I assume, why my game has been crashing so much lately. But anyways, let's focus on what we have to do, and that is to get this team to the January transfer window, give you an opportunity to make a decision, maybe a big one as well, and hopefully put ourselves into a great spot to compete for every single trophy there is. I want to win at least 2 trophies this season. Pulisic sprinting away, Fratesi chasing back. Fratesi getting outplayed, Pulisic against Mancini, Vitinha passes across, Barcola. I'm trying to stop. I'm giving away a penalty. Come on, Svilar. Come on, Svilar. Nope. 1-0 to PSG. Not the greatest of starts, is it? Marvin. Dybala. Lovely ball. Adli, please. Yes. Straight response. Their fans were still celebrating. We're back into it. Thanks to Adli, who is on fire right now. Okay. Okay. Wow. Need that tackle. Endika, thank you. He's playing instead of Mancini. I forgot to put Mancini back in, but there goes David Nunez now. They can't stop him. The only one to stop David Nunez is Nunez himself. And this time, he actually surpasses his own failures of the past. An easy goal scored by Nunez. Let's go. Dybala again. Quality pass. Oh, Fratesi getting outplayed. Mancini getting outplayed. Xavi Simons. 2-2. That's some finish. The Treble was exceptional. I'm going to have to play this to Dybala. Dybala. Love that. Exceptional. To David Nunez. Bro, he jumped so high and they still pushed him off. How? Barush. His shot gets stopped. David is open. Score. Yes. 90th minute winner. David Nunez again. He keeps doing it. This guy is something else. He is the right signing for Roma, that's for sure. Go home, PSG. I know you're playing at your home ground, but I don't care. Go home. You lost to David Nunez. After that victory, we're coming up against Cagliari, 1-0 away from home, which now sees us at the top of the league table. AC Milan lost 2 games, 37 points on them. Inter in 3rd, Napoli in 4th. AS Roma is doing a great job, and we're up against Lazio. So that means Ferretti gets to play. This is a derby. Dybala. Oh, what a pass. Ferretti tries to lob the keeper. Nunez jumps in. Okay. Good. Rafinha. Dybala. What a turn. Exceptional. Ferretti. No way he saves that. Wow, Mandas. Ferretti. Oh, they made a huge mistake. This is it. Yes. When it means the most in a derby. Ask for a youth academy player. Ferretti is becoming a legend. A low-rated one, but who cares, honestly? Nunez. Nunez, good work. Wow. Ferretti for 2. Oh my god. He can score on his left foot as well now. Lads, Lazio has just been sent home by an AS Roma Youth Academy player. Honestly, what more could I be asking for here? Someone injured Rafinha, but at the end of the day, this loss will hurt Lazio a lot more. 2-0. Peretti is becoming a legend. Last game before the January transfer window, Bologna 3-0 win. So, going into the January transfer window, we have 80 million to play with, mainly due to the reason that obviously Baldanzi was sold without me noticing. But let's go into the Serie A. 47 points, 4 points ahead of Inter, who are a very strong team. And I am not yet going to be saying that Milan is out of the title race yet. 7 points, anything is possible, especially when you consider that we are simming through so many games throughout these seasons. But I want to know from you guys, what do you think we could do in order to improve this team? If I have to say that there is one player that is completely ghosting in the squad, it's Branthwaite. Legit. I want to ask, have you guys ever seen Branthwaite touch the ball? Honestly, I know every single player and what they are doing on the pitch for me. But this doesn't mean, by the way, that I want to get rid of him. This just means that he's a ghost. But I guess he's not doing anything wrong. Otherwise, I'd be saying negative things about him. But he's the only player I can think of here that I just don't have as much of a connection to. The rest of the team, I absolutely love. Rafinha was a great signing. Nunez has been outstanding. And talking about the stats, let's go into those stats. Do we actually need signings? Adli, 14-2. Nunez, 13-3. Yilmaz, 8-4. Dybala, 8-7. Even Ferretti has 1 goal contribution in every 3 games right now. And Pellegrini has 7 assists. Lads, I freaking love AS Roma. And we are going for all the trophies this season. If we can make that happen, that'd be great. If you have suggestions for backups, let me know in the comments down below. Let's go crazy with AS Roma in the second half of the 3rd season. Our top striker, Artem Dovbyk, was sold, and we got Rafinha in return, plus 38 million. Rafinha, obviously joining us, was a huge signing for AS Roma, and we also got ourselves David Nunez for 70 million. He's 84 rated, and instantly in the 90th minute he scores for us to win games on the Champions League stage. What a signing, as we were second behind AC Milan after 14 games. We had to keep winning, and we also relied on youngsters like Ferretti. He scored 2 goals against Napoli. What an absolute hero of an academy player. And we got that first position locked down now for AS Roma. And now, my friends, AS Roma is at the top of the league table. 47 points, 4 points ahead of Inter. And guess what? Inter is our next opponent. But that game will be in the Super Cup in Italy, and it seems like Milan made it to the final, so let's try and meet them there. But most importantly, we are in the January transfer window with 80 million in the bank. Lots of changes could be coming in as we pursue multiple trophies this season. First of all, we have an issue with Dybala. Not necessarily with himself, but he doesn't have a backup anymore in this team because, as you guys might have noticed in the last epi, we sadly somehow lost Baldanzi for 28.5 million to Atalanta. He even played against us and tried his best, but failed. Now, this comment right here is suggesting something interesting. To turn Mitoma into a center attacking midfielder, to utilize his skills in that position as a backup to Dybala. It takes him 4 weeks to get there, which seems quite good enough for me. And that also opens up the chance of utilizing a player that I kind of moved away from. Let me show you who that is. It's, of course, Mika Hots. Now, he can be a backup winger again and move back onto the bench, which is a good thing. Now, whilst I am here and looking at my team and the bench, I'm realizing that I only have 1 backup defender in Endika. He's the only centre-back to back up 3 centre-backs. And that is not good enough, and a lot of you guys have actually pointed it out as well. And I have made my decision to bring in an absolute giant. That man right there is Loic Bade from Sevilla, a man that has been linked to Liverpool lately and many other clubs in the world of football. He is now coming in to bring in competition. Now, it all depends on his rating. I brought him in for 40 million, half of our budget. Price rating is a B. His actual rating is an 82. Oh, Branthwaite and others, be careful. Having said that, though, Branthwaite is an 85, Mancini is an 86, Singo is an 86 as well. So this is actually a perfect backup for us. He comes in at 6'3", 26 years old, and he has the jockey, intercept, anticipate. A huge signing for AS Roma in terms of squad depth. Before we go any further and go through the second half of this season, I want to showcase you the stats to create a baseline that you can think of. Adli, 14-2 at this stage. David Nunez, 13-3. Yilmaz, 8-4. Dybala, 8-7. Ferretti, 2-1. Whilst the stats are skewed for him because the games where he scored, some of those games, the game crashed and we obviously didn't recover the perfect stats for him. So I think he's on 4-1, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, let's get this half season going. So our opponent is Inter in this cup, which is the Super Cup. Don't get me wrong, it is not necessarily exceptionally important, but it is important for me to go ahead and win as many trophies as possible this season, no matter what type. So I want to win this. Let's go Inter. Inter with Lautaro being very, very dangerous. I positioned myself terribly there. It's 1-0. Colomani scores. No more Thuram. It's Colomani. Uh-oh. This ain't good. Colomani again, bro. I am falling apart. This is not the start I was hoping for. Oh, bro, my defending is just not on point right now. Look at how they're just gliding through me. Inter is also the team that's going to be right behind us in the league table. Okay, this game is finished. 63 minutes in. Colomani, he has single-handedly destroyed me. That man was devastating. Man of the match, obviously. And now we need to pick up the pieces. A week later, the matchup against Udinese works out quite fine. 3-1 win. And now the other side of Milan is our opponent. AC Milan coming up right now. And after that, a bunch of games that we will go through. But lads, AC Milan, you all know how strong that team can be. And I want to check the stats for the top scorers. Osimhen on 14 goals right now. Is anyone in there? Adli on 9. Okay, he can catch up. We can make that happen. That loss just now hurt. And Mohamed Salah is at AC Milan. I just saw him there. Why am I only now realizing that I'm playing both strikers on the wrong side? Adli on the left, Nunez on the right. What the hell? Yilmaz, Fratesi, Adli. Good try. Make a move for me. Pellegrini. Pellegrini! Oh, mate! Solid, Fratesi. Good tackle. Moving it. Fratesi over to Adli. Exceptional. 75 minutes in. Adli cuts in. Moves. They can't stop him. And he can't be stopped. My Adli is better than yours. AC Milan have an Adli in their midfield. We have ours in the attack. And he makes the difference. Down the right we go. Rafinha. Nunez. Ferretti. Come on, son. They can't stop you this time, can they? They cannot. 73 rated. Ferretti. You, my friend, might just be the most beloved player in this team. Oh, wow. They actually got one back, but doesn't matter. No. That game was a dub, and against Verona, we are winning 3-2 away from home. In the Champions League, we're currently sat in third, and AEK Athena has no chance. Fiorentina, on the other hand, could cause us trouble, and they do. 1-0 loss. Porto, however, at home, what's the result? 2-1. Sassuolo, right before transfer deadline day, it's a 3-1 victory. And this is where it puts us, currently with a 4-point gap over Inter, but Inter has a game in hand, so they can just go ahead and win that, and that gap will be smaller and just be 1 point. And after that loss against Inter earlier, I do want a bit of revenge. Now, AC Milan is in 4th, Napoli is in 3rd. There are multiple teams still in the mix, but let me just quickly check my team. Has anyone grown here? Adli is now 87 rated. Dybala on a 90. Yilmaz up to the 83. Rafinha, turn him into a right midfielder, drop to 85. Now back up to 86, which is lovely to see. And Singo is up to an 87 with a red card. And that is where a signing like Bade comes in perfectly. Bade, welcome. You have now your spot for a couple of games. And now on top of it, Mitoma finally turns into an attacking midfielder. Still 82 rated, but now we can definitely make sure he plays as a 10. And just now, I've seen something that worries me. Svilar is stuck on the 83. And I want to win every single trophy this season. So maybe, just maybe, I might have to make a transfer on deadline day and bring in a higher rated goalkeeper and put Svilar into the deal. You are not going to believe Who is walking into the club? It's Alisson, the former AS Roma goalkeeper. Yes, he might be 34 years old. I don't even care. Even if he is lower rated than Svilar, it's fine. He can go onto the bench. But I wanted to bring him in right now because he used to play for this team alongside Salah, alongside Totti. He knows what AS Roma means as a club. And I think at the age of 34, he can come across here because Mamardashvili probably has taken over at Liverpool. Alisson Becker back at AS Roma. What a signing. And I didn't even have to use Svilar in the deal, by the way. I got him for 30 million. He comes in at an 89. It is worth every single penny. Look, his value is actually 17.5, but do I care? No, I don't. I've just gotten myself one of the best goalkeepers in world football who might be aging, yes, but who actually could take us to that next level here defensively. Alisson, welcome back to AS Roma. Deflector plus unique deflection animations, max power parries to safer areas. I never pay attention to the goalkeeping playing style, so this is new to me, which is good. He should have 1v1 as a playstyle plus, in my opinion. And now Alisson gets a huge chance. It's a cup matchup in a round of 16 against Atalanta. Fratesi Dybala, Adli left-footed. This is why you change Nunez to the right striker and Adli to the left striker. He is unstoppable. Rafinha. Nunez on the run. Not the best of passes from Rafinha. Nunez giving it his all. Receives it back again. Wow, are you kidding me? What the hell just happened there? Shoot! Wow! Lads, Atalanta stands no chance at all. I don't even know what I just did there. Seriously. What a turn from Adli. Beauty. Yilmaz receives it and finishes it. Barış Yilmaz. He is just on a mission right now. And so is Darwin Nunez. 3-0, 28 minutes. I don't think I've ever destroyed Atalanta as much as we have right now in this game. AS Roma is on a different level now. And let's see if it changes the goal scorers. No, Darwin scored, apparently, all the goals. Okay, we apparently scored, like, I don't know how many goals in a 4-0 win. What? I want to see something real quick. I want to see how this team actually does now in a regular simulation against AC Milan. Because we have a ridiculous team and AC Milan is 4th and we are in the 1st position. 3-3. Okay, so still against some of the best teams in the world, including AC Milan, we're struggling. Darwin Nunez scores a hat-trick again. Now that does put the pressure on us. Inter is just 1 point behind us and I love a good title race. On our way to play Napoli, we're playing against Torino right now. 2-2 draw. Then stepping up against Atalanta, who we just ruined. 1-1 draw. A 2nd division team in the Coppa. At least we win there. And technically an easy matchup against Cagliari, which we lost. Round of 16 Champions League football against Lens is a 2-0 win, but I am still amazed by the fact that we just dropped so many points. And look, it's okay. Inter is ahead of me with 1 point. I have not given up, and Napoli hasn't either. They're on 60 points now. And guess what? Napoli's our next opponent. That's the next game I wanted to play. So, Napoli, here we go against you. They're going to line up with Osimhen, Kvaratskhelia. Yep, good team. Those two up front. And Romero and Tell on the bench. Okay. I still remember as if it was just yesterday when we played against Napoli for the first time and Kvaradona ruined us. Let's see if we can come back in with a win. Barış Alper Yilmaz leaving one on the floor, finding Adli. Adli back into Barış. Over to Nunez. He takes it over to his right foot. Darwin! Buddy, I need that goal. Ooh, I got taken out. But I have Darwin making a run. Darwin Nunez against Napoli. Plenty of time. Plenty of accuracy. The Uruguayan continues his rampage. Rampage? Yeah, rampage in the Serie A. I was just thinking, is that the right word? Do you say rampage? No, it's rampage. Ooh, beautiful. Exceptional. Adli. Golasso. Napoli, I am sending you out of the title race with both my strikers scoring. Ooh. Kvaradona, I just don't know where to go when this guy is attacking. Still, Same as day one. I just cannot stop him when he gets going. Ooh, Pellegrini. I love that. Davin. Adli. 3-3. The high press works when you have such pacey players who go in there with such tenacity. They never give up. This is what you get. 90+1. Ref, blow the whistle. Let's send Napoli back into the dressing room. 3-1. AS Roma away from home. Those away fans are happy, and so am I. That obviously is a massive win, but now off we go against Lens. Second game, 3-0 in aggregate. They are gone. Como straight after. They surprised us once. Can they do it again? Nope. And finally, Parma in the Serie A, a club I really like. 3-1 though. And guess what, my friends? Our next opponents are Juventus in the Coppa Italia. Semi-finals time. And I think in the Cup, I want something different. I want Ferretti, who is now up to a 74 rating. Is he faster than Davin? Davin, what's your pace? Davin has 92. Okay, well, you can't see it, but Davin has 92. Ferretti has 91. He's getting there. Let's check out the stats real quick, though. How many goals are we looking at? Nunez, 29-6. Adli, 24-4. Dybala, 14-16. The top three performers. Pellegrini with 12 assists. The captain is leading the team nicely. The fans are ready, and so am I and my team. Ferretti, I want a lot out of you this game. Rafinha, exceptional pass. Dybala aiming for Ferretti, and the keeper comes out and picks it up. Perin, good job. Adli, Fratesi, Ferretti, right-footed. He's getting closer. Can he whip a cross in on his left foot? Yes, he can. Single, mate, single. Oh, what a mistake. Ferretti is through. Please, please. Yes! He's on fire. Ferretti. Bro, the amount of times where he catches defenses off guard is a joke. They just don't pay enough attention. Maybe it's because he's so small, but he is a legend for me. Dybala sent to the floor. Juventus getting frustrated. Douglas Luiz, buddy. You should get a red card for that. Do you get one? Yes, you do. Bye-bye. Seriously, what are they on? What the hell are they on? Lads, send them home. They're drunk. This defense, look at them. They're all on the floor. AS Roma is through into the final of the Italian Cup due to their horrible defending. Just 2 days later, it's a matchup against Bologna, which we lose 2-1. And you can hear the surprise in my voice right there because it just said, like, I don't get it. Every time I sim, on the right-hand side for the news, it says a certain score. And on the left, it says something different. And sometimes it's the same. What's going on here? Anyways, even though it's confusing as hell, let's take a quick little look. Our opponents in the Champions League are going to be Arsenal. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. And in the Serie A, we are first, despite that loss. That means Inter have lost their game as well. Fiorentina up into the 3rd position. Oh man, this title race is fun. Respect to Dybala, by the way. He has gone up to a 33 rating right now. And apparently we have red cards for everyone. Nunez gets taken out. Mancini gets taken out. 2 players have to drop down to the bench right here for us to be able to play. All right, against Arsenal right here, I think it's going to come down to Adli. That's just a gut feeling for me, but we'll see how it goes. Here goes Ferretti. Adli. Lovely turn. Would have been a great start. Ooh, that's bad. Bade out of position. Single. Alisson. First time he needs to step in, and he does it immediately. Here they come. Arsenal through. Bade with the first tackle. Alisson with the save. He is a great signing. Lovely ball. Adli. Good pass. Ferretti somehow is through. He strikes it, but Raya is just as good as Alisson right there. Now Ferretti looking for Singo. Singo all the way across. Sule. What the hell just happened? Oh my god. He's still on it. Sule. Go. I can't believe he nearly pulled that off. They actually get the draw at our home ground. And if you remember, Arsenal was the team that kicked us out of the Champions League last season. So I need to win. I want to go straight back into the Arsenal matchup here, lads. Against Lazio, it is a 3-1 win. Apparently, Fratesi picked up an injury, which I didn't realize at all. He is available in 2 weeks again. Okay, Pone gets his spot. No, actually, Bove. And obviously, it's not just Bove coming in. It's also going to be David Nunez returning into the starting 11, which I'm very happy about. And of course, Mancini will be back as well. So, Bade, I'm sorry. The full lineup is back, except Fratesi. Dybala warming up, knowing full well, away from home, this ain't gonna be easy. They kicked us out last time. I need revenge. Nah. Bro, this ain't starting off too well. Alisson. Oh, thank God. Rafinha leaving one on the floor, hitting the finesse. Bro, why are finesse shots so trash? I bet you it's because on Ultimate Team, they kept abusing it. And now in career mode, we can't use it at all. Bove, Dybala, Nunez still grabs it, plays it. There's a run from Adli. It's an exceptional run. He should not be saving that. Mancini, nice. Intercepts it there. Davin. Okay, Raya, I don't know what kind of cat reflexes you have going on right now, but you need to turn off the cheats. Yes, Rafinha. Run. David in behind. Come on. Yes. Yes. Pass it. Adli. Let's go. Arsenal, you're not going to kick me out twice. Adli scores. Roma could be going through into the quarters. Actually, sorry, it's not the quarters. It's going to be the semi-final, isn't it? This is why I do so well, man. It doesn't matter what difficulty you play on. If you come in with good high press, you can do amazing things. And Bove could have scored right there. It's all about using second man press and positioning your players and switching in between them. That way, you can always force out errors from your opponents. It's something that you see in my videos all the time. It's such an important skill to have because they can pass it around the back for so long and it gets so annoying. Nunez on the run. David Nunez in behind the Arsenal defense. David Nunez. He can't score from that angle because Raya is on one today, but that should be the end of the game. We are going through into the semi-finals of Champions League football. Thanks to these lads giving it their all and getting us revenge. Currently, we have a 4-point gap over Inter, which basically means that we don't have to go into panic mode if we do end up losing one matchup. But let's take a look into the Champions League and see who has gone through. Oh, no. Of course I get City, bro. Leipzig and Atletico Madrid on the other side. If we win against Manchester City, we're definitely favorites. First up, it's a game against Juventus in the league, which it said 1-0 on the right. It's 4-2 on the left. Great. Thing is, we have Juventus in the Coppa Italia semi-final, which we apparently won the first game 2-0, so I'm actually not too scared here. So I guess we can move past this one, hoping that the team gets it done without me. And yes, they do 5-1 on aggregate. Now, we're up against Inter in the league, the second place team. And they are just 1 point behind us, lads. This is huge. Inter, I'm sorry, but I have to take your soul right now, all right? Arsenal, we beat a team that we needed to get revenge from. Inter has kicked me out of the Super Cup. As far as you guys can remember, Colomani had destroyed me. Today, that ain't happening. Run for me, Nunez. Run for me, Nunez. He was not offside. Hold on. Bro, what's up with the goalkeepers making incredible saves today? Dybala leaving one on the floor, passing it across. Nunez asking for it, receives it. Nunez against Bisek. Please. Finally. Finally we score, bro. Why was this such a tough game until now? Oh, no. Colomani. Lautaro. Colomani. I need to get across. I need to stop this. Alisson does stop it. Bove. Lovely Bove. And off goes Adli. Bro. Bove, thank you so much. Actually, if there are any news about Bove lately, please let me know. I've heard that he might not be able to play in the Serie A again, just like Eriksen, because he's going to get that thing for his heart. Let me know in the comments. Yes! Beating the direct contenders for the title away from home. That's the Roma way. And now, having re-established the 3-point gap over Inter in the league, it's time to step into the Etihad to go ahead and try and beat Manchester City in the semi-finals of Champions League football. City under pressure. This is what I like to see. This is what I want from my team. I want them to be on top of them straight away. Pellegrini's cross. Branthwaite's header! Branthwaite! The ghost of the squad, 6 minutes in. What a start into a Champions League semi-final. Mate, he has barely ever done anything. And now we get to see it. Now, no disrespect, he did defend many times and quite well. But this is the first time he scores. And he does have the aerial playstyle, so I was expecting it at some point. I love that we're able to compete with teams like Manchester City now, and he's offside. He might score, but it doesn't matter. Our defense is on point. 50 minutes in. Guardiol under pressure. Lots of pressure. City surrounded by multiples of our players. If I can cut down that passing lane, they're going to make mistakes. I can feel it. Cabore. Step up. Switch players. There we go. I knew it. What? Oh my God. How did he save that? Haaland. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Mancini, please. Mancini, first time he gets in. Haaland, no chance. Last minute. Haaland. Alisson. Yes, mate. That is the legendary keeper. We brought him in for that exact reason, and we win 1-0 thanks to it. To get to the second leg of this game, we're going to go ahead and jump in against Genoa. It is a 2-1 win. Darwin, thanks. We currently have the opportunity to possibly go ahead and win against City here and make it into the Champions League final against Atletico Madrid. In the Coppa Italia, we'll be up against Inter in the finale. Can't wait for that. And in the Serie A right now, after 35 games, there's still a 3-point gap. So many trophies on the line. Let's get them all. A little bit of team talk before the game is starting. Everyone's paying attention, right, lads? Ooh, Haaland immediately receiving an exceptional pass. That could have been a penalty that I gave away. Haaland still. No chance. Dybala, Trivela. What the hell was that? That nearly went in. Nice one, Branthwaite. Good pass. Darwin. Oh, yes, Darwin. What a move. 2-0 on aggregate. AS Roma is on fire. That Champions League finale could belong to us. Dybala. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. They can't stop him. They can't. They just cannot. It's 2-0. Davwizzy is so good. Honestly, so much better than when I used them at Liverpool. We are a Champions League finalist now. There's no way they're coming back. Actually, maybe there is. Maybe there is. Actually, no. They don't have a chance to come back. 3-1 on aggregate. It is done. Coming up in the Serie A, another technically easier matchup for us. 3-1 victory against Monza. And now the finale against Inter. And I'm hoping Fratesi is back. And guess what? For this matchup, it's going to be Ferretti back in the starting 11. Enzo. Good attempt. Not good enough. Because now, Alisson gets to throw it to Adli, who turns around and gets away from defenders. Alisson could be getting an assist right now, as he does for Salah. Adli, what the hell? How did he catch up? Fratesi hit it on the volley. Mate, imagine. High press. High press. Every time Ferretti is involved in high press, it turns into something incredible. Adli! Yes! Go on! I'm telling you, there is something that happens in the brains of my opponents when Ferretti is doing the high press. They make mistakes all the time. It's a joke how effective it is. Oh, no, no, no. That was not good. Enzo Lefe. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. One last man. Mancini. A couple of changes. Nunez joins in alongside Mitoma, Soulé, and Bove. Singo, you're out of position, bro. You're way far out. Oh, buddy. This signing is making all the difference in the world. Ferretti. Over to Darwin. Ferretti to get 2 assists. He nearly did. Bro, Ferretti is not just a scorer now, but that's it. We won it. Thanks to him. Pellegrini lifted sky high. Hopefully it's not the last one we're going to lift today. Roma have won the Coppa Italia. Up next is Venezia in the league, and we need to check what our opponents are doing. We have won 2-1. Oh, Inter dropped down to the 4th position. AC Milan and Napoli have overtaken them. Now, the good thing is, Napoli might be 3 points behind us, but our goal difference is better. But then again, I don't know if there is direct comparison in the Serie A. I think there is. And I believe we have done quite well against Napoli this season, if I'm not mistaken. And now we're up against Empoli, who are 20th in the league. I'm going to watch the game like this for a little bit. They actually scored. Oh my God. What the hell? I thought this was going to be fun. Lovely pass. Nunez. Adli. Yes. Wait. What happened? It was just saying 0-0 at the top left. And now it says Empoli 1-0 Roma. Don't be glitched. Okay, 1-1. I thought I was going to lose the title to a glitch. Singo. Dybala. Nunez. Lots of space. Cuts across onto his left. Scores on his left. Nunez. With that, I think we're done. We have won the league title. 3-1. Adli. How? How did they just score that? Honestly, these guys are nuts. Empoli, impressive. Odds on Edouard, 4-2. But you can't stop that. Can you? You cannot stop that. Give me the trophy now. And there we go. Now we get to actually celebrate this trophy too. Go on, Roma. We are on a roll right now. Atletico, I'm coming for you. And would you look at that? Adli is out with a red card. He probably got too many yellows and he's not going to play. But honestly, can I tell you something? I wanted to play our boy anyways. It was going to be Ferretti. In the biggest game of the season, Ferretti steps up now for AS Roma as we try and win. And as I see, a lot more growth. Singo 88, Nunez 86. We are ready for this. Atletico, are you? If I do go ahead and win this, it is the end of the AS Roma series as it stands. We would have achieved anything that I ever could have dreamed of with this team. And obviously, Atleti will have a strong side. We have won the double this season. Last season, we managed to win trophies. So, that's treble right now. Let's do it. What a ball from Yilmaz. Darwin. Dybala. Ferretti. He nearly scored in the Champions League final. Pellegrini sprinting. Pellegrini. Conor Gallagher trying to take him out. Ferretti. Bring it across. Darwin. It hits the post. The freaking post, man. Oh, Alvarez. Alisson. Alisson's Villar wasn't bad, but you, my friend, are just a necessary evil for our team. I mean, necessary evil in terms of for our opponents. You're not a nice guy. Oh, no. Gallagher. Alvarez. What a turn from Alvarez. Alisson once again saving me. Nice one, Singo. What a ball. Ferretti into Nunez. To win the Champions League. Ferretti gets an assist in the cup final. In the Coppa Italia. And now he gets an assist in a Champions League final. Darwin Nunez. The signing of the season. Let's go, man. Our top scorer is still scoring for fun. Dybala. Oh my God, what a ball. Darwin Nunez is through again. He's going to make it too. Dybala. Yes. We have won the treble. 89th minute. Roma has done it. Ref, blow the whistle. This AS Roma team deserves to celebrate right now with Ferretti, a youth academy player, in the starting 11 and a team that you and I have put together. The assistant coaches came in clutch throughout the entirety of this season, or this series, I should say. That's time to lift another one. AS Roma is on their way through their city to celebrate the treble, the Italian League title, Champions League trophy, and of course the Coppa Italia. All of that pulled off with this immense squad. And I am already thinking, what career mode series should we be running next time around? I cannot wait to see what happens. Thank you all for over 101,000 subscribers on this channel. And let's see the stats to finish it off. These are the numbers. Nunez, 41 and 12. Such a good player. Adli, 34 and 8. Dybala, 18, 22. Yilmaz, 10 and 6. Rafinha, 4 and 2. And Ferretti, 4 and 3. But honestly, I feel like every single goal he scored felt like winning a trophy for me. Pellegrini with 3 and 13. This team right here has done it. Alisson's signing was crucial. I didn't want to drop Svilar, but at the end of the day, it was the right decision to make. And I gotta say, this was one of the more fun series that I've recorded due to every episode being half a season. It might be more work, but it's a ton of fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know which team to go to next. Thank you all for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Take care and peace.